Welcome, everyone, to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. I am your host, the Internet Champion, always ready, the Deathmatch King, the Indie God, and now the complete Matt Cardona, a.k.a. the $1,000 Broski, a.k.a. the Michael Jordan of wrestling figure collecting.
Completely broke because he spent so much money on that video. And I am your host, the most professional wrestler, TNA star, member of the system, one half of the tag team champions of the world, and the Scottie Pippen of wrestling figure collecting, Brian Myers. What's up, everybody?
Well, I'm also here, producer of the show, Smart Mark Sterling Esquire, the new owner of the key to the city of Springfield, Massachusetts.
Wow.
I saw that video.
Yes.
It was like you ever see the Hall of Fame ring ceremony video backstage with Vince and HBK? Is that what was going on with you and Darby?
Well, we'll talk about it later for sure. But guys, this show, not that City Hall meeting, because that was unprofessional, but this show is brought to you by our good friends Ringside Collectibles. Use code MAJOR to save 10%.
10%.
Ringside got a lot of stuff coming in, a lot of stuff up for pre-order.
We saw some new picks.
Cameo.
They're coming.
They even had a little cameo in my complete video if you really look for the Easter egg in there.
Ooh,
Oh, that's
okay.
cool.
Yeah.
There was a lot of random clips in there. I had watched it a couple times to see some weird shit.
You literally have to like pause it
Yeah.
just to see some certain stuff, which I liked. Anyway, follow us on X, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Major WF Pod. Subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcast. Subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and leave a review, not just any review, a major review. Tweet it to us using the hashtag Major Review. If we read it on air, you will get a little prize. Who is the winner, Mark?
All right, the review winner this week is, in fact, Dr. John at Dr. Scrappy. He says, major review just for you, Broski. This podcast is not just a nostalgia fix, but also part of an amazing community. You will not only rekindle your love for toys, wrestling figs, be entertained with inside jokes and stories, but join a family and community. Oh, yeah, and hope your wallets are ready to scratch that major itch. Best wishes, Major Review.
That. I love that. Thank you so much, guys.
Nice.
The reviews help us so much. If you've left one before, please leave another. They don't always have to be songs. Just any great pot, like literally one line.
Yeah, they don't
5
have
stars.
to be sung to the tune of whatever, but yeah.
It really helps us, so we'd appreciate it. What else helps us is if you just give us the old repost, retweet, and if you do that, you're eligible to win the prize from Ringside Collectibles. Last week it was the Jerichohausen. The winner of that is...
The winner of that is, in fact, our good pal, James Woo.
Nice.
Southern dude.
Congrats,
He's a
James.
serial killer, but cereal spelt like Frosted Flakes, thank God.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully he's not an actual serial killer.
That
He's
was a
also
close one.
He's blocked by Hulk Hogan.
Oh, my God.
I like that.
He's also the WWE champion.
Good God. What did he do?
I don't know.
I like this.
Be
He's going to get
Ulster
Jerichohausen.
must not like cereal.
The giveaway this week, courtesy of Ringside, is the Big Daddy Cool Diesel from the Vault.
Like that.
Yes.
Brand new. Hot off the presses, folks.
Hot, baby.
All you got to do is retweet.
MajorMarks.com, Patreon.com/MajorWPod. The fan club, the family, the community, the subscription service. Every single week we give away a prize to a new and old subscriber. Who do we have, Mark?
First time in the line this week is Thomas Hill, classic superstar, Matt McClurg.
Oh,
Nice.
Thanks, guys. You get early and
Clerg's been around a long
ad-free
time.
versions of this podcast. If you're an Ultimate member, you get to be here live with us. Speaking of Ultimate members, the ultimate gift. People have been receiving them.
Oh, baby.
That awesome TTD print. Do you have one that we can show, Mark?
Right
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, look at that. Triple auto. WrestleMania
Mania.
6 tribute.
6-year anniversary. So I'm Hogan, Brian is Warrior, and Mark is Earl Hebner.
Earl, who am I going to screw here?
Yeah.
Triple auto. Hopefully not me.
Darby Allin. We already discussed it
Oh,
at the top of the
boy.
show.
So awesome ultimate print. We thank TTD for nailing that. Really, really cool. We love the ultimate gifts. Also, if you the Hard Foundation and up, you get the card. People have been getting the card as well. It is the GCW World Champion Mance Warner. So that was the August card. The September card will be shipping out soon because it's almost October. How crazy is
Insane.
Yeah, it's going too
Where did
fast
September
there, folks.
go?
that? No idea, pal.
Going too fast.
You get access to the Facebook group. You have the other shows, Silver Linings with Smart Mark, Let Him Breathe with myself, Figure Dissecting with D Freedom, The Captain's Log with Joe Shoes. Oh, baby, he's happy hour. We had 2 bonuses this month. One of them was an AMA Ask Majors Anything, and the Batman Returns. A lot of controversy surrounding that episode.
Wait,
Some
really?
people agreed with me,
I
some
didn't see
people
any
agreed with
controversy.
I
Brian.
saw some posts. Yeah, people definitely enjoyed it.
They enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So,
What the controversy is around you not really liking it?
no, some people really agreed with me. Some people really agreed with Brian. So it was kind of like a 50-50 split.
Got it.
So now I think we got to do
Man,
Batman Forever next.
I'm like dreading it because I watched like 10 minutes of it and it was so lame.
Man,
Nicholas
I
Pritchard
really
says-
loved Batman Forever.
I loved it too.
I think I loved the merch more than
A
the
lot of cool
actual
merch.
thing. Just
Nicholas
sad.
Pritchard says, opening my ultimate gift as it is being mentioned. That's
Oh, wow.
Figure Fate. That's ultimate gift fate. Am I missing anything else for majormarks.com, Mark?
Well, we already did the Heath for this month. It's already up there, so that's there. And then if you miss Shoes' interviews, they go up later. That's already up too. So
Right. So everything's kind of done. We're Boozing with the Toys, guys. This Thursday, if you're listening to Friday, it was yesterday. And you know what happens on Boozing stays on Boozing.
I might
Deleted
crack
right
open
after.
a
I'll be
pumpkin
live
beer.
from South Carolina, TNA. I don't know who will be with me.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I saw your pal Eddie Edwards yesterday.
Oh, you saw my best friend Eddie Edwards?
Yeah.
Tag team partner?
Had a great match.
Who did he wrestle?
Ichiban.
Oh, I bet that.
Have you seen him?
Ichiban has done Crate Bro. Yes, I'm familiar.
Yeah, he's great, man.
Yeah, he's good.
Unbelievable. Actually, Broski,
Yeah.
this guy, Mask, awesome wrestler, right?
Yeah.
Just unbelievable. So lovable. A line of kids giving away shit for free. Picks for free.
Oh, man.
Cigs for
Broski.
free.
Rusty would just stiff him for that.
I pulled him.
Crawling here.
I pulled him aside. I said, "Hey, bro, you don't have to take my advice, but I think that you're worth something. I think you're valuable.
That's
These
insane,
kids
yeah.
really like you. You bring more tickets in than most names. I
That's
think you
insane.
should charge at least $10 for your signature."
You got to
Sorry.
charge, pal.
Right.
Got to charge. If you want to advertise your product or service, hit us up, majorpodcast@gmail.com. Some follow-up. What did you guys do this weekend?
Man, I channeled my inner Matt Cardona. I hit the indies hard, bro.
I got to hear about this indie
A
run.
triple
Yeah,
shot.
yeah.
Honestly, everything was fantastic except the travel. I'm just like disheveled because I'm so old and I had 2 5 a.m. flights in a row. Other than that, awesome. Lucky Pro on Friday, made my return. Me and Anthony Green literally tore the house down. Freaking awesome match. He's great. Like I said, he's on his way to Noah for another tour. So it's cool to wrestle him again, catch up with him. It's actually been a long time since we touched.
Yep.
And then I flew to Iowa, David C. Anderson Championship Wrestling, the premier wrestling territory first show.
I like that name.
Yep. And I competed against Rich Maxwell, his good brother, a Lance Storm trained brother,
Yeah,
for the
look at that.
inaugural championship. So it was quite the honor. It's pretty awesome.
Brand new
again,
ring, I hear.
Brand new ring. David C. Anderson bought a brand new ring.
That's cool.
And yeah,
Sold
we had
his Bone Cruncher
another barn
collection for
burner.
the 10th
Awesome
time I
match.
heard you buy that ring.
Did he really? No way.
No, I don't know.
Did a seminar even when I got there, and then wrestled in the main event. And then again, it was another 5 a.m. flight to Creative Pro, where we had Creative Pro in Limbrook. Chris Statlander in the house. She was injured, so we replaced her last minute with Megan Bain, who's just killing it out there, tearing up the indies. I was very, very impressed with her. Just a triple shot weekend for me, and I'm just that. I'm shot.
I hear you. This Friday, I went to Quebec, Canada for Sans Restriction Chrono. I wrestled Michel Plant, big babyface in Quebec.
You
he
are?
did not beat me, though. He did not beat me.
Oh, he's a big
You are
babyface.
Michelle Plant.
Michel Plant is a big babyface.
Oh.
He's my type of wrestler. His finisher is a Hogan-esque leg drop.
Oh,
One of his
wow.
big moves is a double axe handle to second rope. Like, he's my type of wrestler.
Wow, there it
And
is.
We had a great match, back and forth. We brawled. We told a story. We got technical. We did it all. That's what happens when you see a Matt Cardona
What's
match.
Broski get technical? A little Greco-Roman knuckle lock.
No, I think it's a lock up into the arm, the wrist lock.
You go for the test of strength. You lock hands. You kick him in the gut.
I knew
you give
it
an arm
involved the
ringer.
test of strength.
He reverses it, gives you an arm ringer, and then you get to the ropes.
Oh my god.
That's
We'll
my
chain
version of
around
chain
a bit.
wrestling.
We'll chain
That's
around
my
a bit.
chain right there. Go for test of strength. Kick in the gut.
I literally
Arm ringer.
said in my seminar this weekend, I said, guys, chain wrestling is dead. Unless you're going to be like the best in the world at it, don't even bother.
Yeah.
making
It drives me nuts sometimes when
It's a waste of
somebody
time.
is doing a wrist lock.
When there's like wrestlers who want to chain, like I don't want to be like a dick, be like, oh, I don't do that, or that's boring. I say, okay, cool. I let him get one thing on me, I get to the ropes.
Oh my god.
We'll chain around a bit. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Sure.
I
Or
don't
do
know
the
who
test
it
of strength,
was,
kick him
but
in the gut, grab an arm
We were
ringer.
calling a match at TNA, and they were like, "Oh, we'll chain." I said, "No, that sounds boring as fuck." And Eddie just died. That I just shut it down right away. Let's chain. Nobody wants to chain with you, bro.
It's funny though because when you're right though, when the wrestlers know what they're doing, or conversely, when the crowd wants to be into that, they
Yes.
will be
Right,
into
but
it. So like
most
Josh,
crowds don't, and unless you're like Chris Hero, Zack Sabre Jr., like the best of the world at it, like it's
right?
waste of time. Nobody
Well,
wants to.
Josh and
people are gonna
Shibata got it.
love-
This is awesome just for doing their chain.
Right.
So, but those people were like, "Oh, we're gonna see this right now."
You also, like, in my opinion, got to put in a lot of time to get that across. When, like, I feel like my time, especially TV time in a match, is very valuable. I'm not going to waste
yeah.
it chaining with you.
But on the flip side, like I'm sure Bryan Danielson and Nigel McGuinness, people are gonna come with their pants when they do.
Yeah, but I'm sure they have like
exactly.
a 30-minute match this week or
Right.
whatever, you know?
Right.
So chain your hearts out.
Yeah. Next night, went to GCW, Hartford, Connecticut. Fans let me know this was my first time in Connecticut since I got fired from Connecticut.
Yeah, Connecticut doesn't really. I feel like there's not a lot of action in Connecticut as far as independent
Only
wrestling
New
goes.
England Wrestling or NEW, which I'm surprised Broski never did.
Yeah,
That's
no, the
Are there
crowd
rules
at
in
this
Connecticut,
show-
Mark? Like commission and stuff? Is that why?
no,
I don't think so.
No?
not
That's
at
weird
all.
to me. Like New
Wild
Jersey,
West.
there's like 17 shows a weekend. Like why is Connecticut not like that then? You know?
Well, Lombardi runs that great promotion, and that's kind of it, really.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, I was blown.
GCW,
Dude, there was a I think big time 20 minutes from Lucky Pro. Everyone's like, yeah, he's got Sting on the show. I'm like, holy cow, it was a good house at Lucky Pro considering Sting. We're running against Sting 20 minutes away. I was like, holy
I was
shit.
supposed to be on that show,
Yes, yeah.
and then like I never fully agreed. He booked me. I said, "Dude, what are you doing? We didn't agree to this." Then he like unbooked me.
Well, I guess that's how it works, right?
Well, I mean, like we didn't like. We were still
Not
like
Lucky
talking.
Pro. Not Lucky Pro.
Not Lucky Pro.
Not like
Big
you're
time,
talking about
big
this
time.
Sting show.
Anyway, next day, GCW, Hartford, Connecticut. Insane crowd, top to bottom. I was in the main event. Look at me, internet
Oh my
champion
God,
right there.
you guys are on last?
Last against a hometown hero, Megan Bain. Bro,
That's her hometown?
hometown. I closed my eyes and I pretended I was Double J and she was China. And we just went
Good
at it.
housekeeping.
I'll tell you, listen, beforehand, I was at Target fig hunting. I may or may not have had some cookie sheets and some kitchen
my
utensils and a Swiffer in my in my shopping cart. I thought, you know what? It's her hometown. Maybe she won't want to do stuff like this.
Oh man.
And she
Anyway,
didn't?
bro, you know what she
Oh,
did
you
do?
put it back. Okay.
Fall away slam, stalling suplex, German suplex on my neck, and she beat me.
Damn.
Power bombs, everything.
She
Put her over.
I was very impressed with her Credit Pro, man. She was
Yeah,
she hung
she
in
has
a 6-person main event. Wow, she main evented 2 nights in a row, by the way.
wow,
Killed
double pay.
it. She tagged with VSK and Eric James and used them, like picked them up physically and used them for offense, like was throwing them at people. It was wild.
Very cool.
So,
this
but
just-
Broski, you were like very close to me. I invited you to come work out on Saturday.
I know.
morning.
I just Mark
Could have got you in the ring during the day. Got to look at you, kid.
I can't do garage gym workouts, and I can't work out with people.
Oh,
So
I'm-
it's like a double no way, pal. I went to that LA Fitness, the one that I went to, and you picked me up that one time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
Isn't that Springfield?
So what do you do,
right?
Mark?
Well, I had a big weekend, man. I talked about this a lot in detail on the Silver Linings today, but it certainly I finished the weekend feeling very grateful, and it all started with a very weird situation where they asked me to go to a dedication ceremony at City Hall, And so I'm like, sure.
Mayor
So I get
Quimby.
there, and Darby's there in the Outrunners. And
First of all, can we just say this? Let's put a pin in that for a second.
yes,
I've been the ultimate outrunner mark
yes.
for almost 2 years. I got him into the MajorMarks.com card. You guys were like,
No,
Outrunners.
not me.
woof.
I love the Outrunners always.
I don't know, Mark.
But I love them the second I saw him in
I don't
AEW.
know.
And when Broski was like, "We need to have the Outrunners a card," I said, "Yes." You were like,
I
"Who
tried
are
to get the Major
Outrunners?"
Bendies. Brian said no. Kinnick said no.
I mean, I don't
Now
even
you
think we're
lost
at
your
that
chance.
level yet.
Bro,
They weren't.
hey, when FTR is adding FT runners,
Right.
we're there.
They're there now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
over as hell.
I think I always appreciated them, and I do think they're great. I just didn't think they'd get a chance like this at AEW because comedy stuff doesn't seem to, last long or get a chance to breathe there,
Well, the good news
That's all.
for them is they are also great workers.
No, dude,
That elbow
it's
drop
sweet.
they do.
I like the
Unbelievable.
vignettes with the grainy VHS vibes and shit. That's the best.
So anyway, we're doing this thing, which is crazy. I met with the mayor. The mayor was very interested in the fact that I was from Springfield. I
So
told him
did
that.
Darby kiss you on the cheek? What happened?
Yeah, why did he
Well-
blow in your ear?
See, we had this little situation here. He was telling me. He said, "You better back off." That's what
Okay.
he said.
How did
then,
they come
of
up with
course-
this motley crew?
Oh my
Super
God.
unprofessional.
Darby,
It's-
Sterling, and the Outrunners to go to City Hall today. Yep, on it.
Well, Darby's about to go for the world title.
Oh, okay, I guess.
That's like not me, but the hot tag and the guy who's about to wrestle for the world title this week. That's a pretty
Okay,
good group.
All right, I got
And
you.
then the hometown boy.
Okay.
I'll tell you, Mayor Sarno was really interested in the street that I lived on.
Wow.
Whoa.
All that stuff. It was really cool. But to be there, but the last time I was there, 1996, my 7th and 8th grade boys basketball team won the New England State Championship. New England
State champion.
New England Championships.
Whoa.
And they made it Our Lady of Hope 7th and 8th grade boys basketball day. And I was in that very room.
Whoa, that's wild.
It was pretty cool.
Congrats.
But anyways, of course, the next day, Springfield, Massachusetts. This is the Civic Center. Brian, did you ever go to a show there?
I definitely went to like a live event or something there when I was in college, but I've since wrestled there for WWE several times.
Oh, okay.
In
So, yeah,
fact,
so
I
they-
feel like Broski and I got killed by the Viking Raiders there like our last year in WWE.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I went to every single show there from like 1995 until 2004. Like literally everyone. The TVs, the house shows, everything. And famously, I've talked about it, 1997 In Your House, DX, Stone Cold versus The Rock, Shawn Michaels versus Shamrock, Mero versus Butterbean, the light heavyweight tournament final. Crazy pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And I've always wondered, how the fuck did they get that truck in?
Right.
Right? And wouldn't you know it, first thing I do, I'm investigating. Gorilla is literally a driveway that leads right into the loading dock.
Picture it. Yeah.
You could just drive right in. So that's how he did it.
Right.
But
Actually,
anyway,
now that we're talking a lot. I think we had a weird. Broski's not going to remember because he's got brain damage. But
It's not funny.
I think we had like it was like either us. It's us and the Usos against FTR and the Viking Raiders or something. We had that for a couple loops, and then one of them was there for sure.
No
That's
memory
cool.
of that.
Yeah.
Well, it was a really hot crowd, and I was nervous because so many people were texting me like, "Can't wait to see you." I'm like, I don't know if I'm on. What do you? You can come.
Yeah.
I'm going to be there, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
But we did get to go out, and I in fact got to talk about getting the key to the city. Me and the guys here, and Mark Briscoe, just a thorn in my side there, and also a hologram. And if you take a look at this picture right
Looks like
there,
you're
Looks like you're suplexing hologram.
oh no, I'm taking a headbutt to the face. That's what I'm
Oh
doing.
my
Dang.
god.
Good catch, though, Mark.
Oh, thanks. That's what everybody said.
I wouldn't have done that.
Well, he's career pro taught, guys.
I want you to
That's
take a
what I
look,
thought.
guys, at the bottom right side of that. You see the gentleman in the yellow hat?
Yeah.
That is Steve Negron.
He's alive. He's a real person.
Steve Negron
Front rowski?
in the front rowski. First of all my
cap
comps
ticket.
got front row.
Whoa.
Aaron
Was your
was
family
sitting
there,
front
Mark?
row.
That is
I don't know how that
hooking it up.
happened.
Yeah, that's hooking it up.
But yeah, so I take this bump ski, right? And I'm selling, and it's the end of the match.
Yeah.
And I look up, and there's Steve Negron, my childhood friend,
Oh my god.
the guy that got me into wrestling, that I used to do fig feds with, just telling me I sucked
That's awesome.
right there.
I love it.
Wow.
It was I have this little
Did Iris go?
no.
I would have liked to
don't
have seen her feedback on something like that.
think- what was it? It's a little quick little video. They're literally Steve just being very excited. And I did. I looked up, I smiled, and I realized I had to sell. But what are those full circle moments? You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. It's awesome.
But Erin was there, and she had a great time watching, and whatever. It was awesome.
How come no Iris? You just don't want her to see you get beat up?
She just doesn't want to. She
Yeah,
doesn't
okay.
want to go.
Man, my
She-
kids do not care about wrestling anymore. It came
It's
and went.
too loud. She
Came
doesn't
and
like the
went.
violence. That bunkhouse brawl would have literally
boy.
gave her nightmares.
Oh, really? Yeah.
All right, and then last thing, Teddy Good's Championship Wrestling, his retirement match.
He's done, huh? He's
For now.
done.
Until,
he's got a
until
kid
his
on the
midlife
way.
crisis
I'm
is
a little
over.
insulted he didn't try to book me, considering I saw this video he posted saying I was one of his favorite matches and favorite opponents of all time.
Yeah.
And they didn't even try to book me. Because he just was he just too scared of my rate? Like David C. just said, nope, not booking him, not even trying.
What?
He did-
what
he did-
Was
he did talk
the
to me about
final
booking.
match.
So as a matter of fact, I remember having text with him, and he wanted the final match to be him versus you. But I believe
Versus
that
who? Who's you?
him versus you.
Me or Brian? Pronouns, pal.
Oh, sorry, you, Matt
Well,
Cardona.
not me, because
Yeah.
I just wrestled him.
But
That's
but I think we knew that there was GCW or something. There was a reason that you wouldn't do it, that he didn't even ask. But it ended up being
You always
A-
got to ask.
yeah. Well, it ended up being AG versus him, right?
Oh.
For the belt, AG was the champion of
I
live
bet a
pro
lot of
wrestling.
chain and leg slaps in that match.
Definitely not. I was the manager, right? We did crazy Attitude Era stuff. The
love
entire crowd. Was it? I don't know if I have a picture here. Anyway, crazy shit. I got this little video here. This is wrestling, broski. Wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you know?
Who got hit in the head with the belt? Misdirection.
If you can hear the
Full
crowd,
house.
insane crowd.
Oh, no.
Well, thank God. Thank God. You know. Oh no!
Look at you.
My question
and-
is this, though, psychology-wise.
What's that?
Psychology-wise.
Yeah.
You would have got speared anyway.
Oh yeah. Oh, if AG didn't get out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he got out of the way, so
But you would have been you would have got speared anyway.
yeah, that would have been terrible. It's a good thing AG got out of the way.
But you would have got speared anyway.
No, the original intent was to hit him with the belt,
Right? And then
whoa, good thing.
right? And then
Oh no,
right.
I couldn't see.
What, was there baby powder that I missed?
No, AG was right in front of me. I didn't see a man coming at us. He was right in
Right,
front of me.
But I'm saying you would have gotten speared anyway.
What? I don't understand what you're saying.
Like, if you didn't move, it would have went through you as well.
Yeah, that would have been terrible. Both of
But
us.
to say
would've got
either
screwed.
way, you were fucked.
Yes, of course I was. Yes, I
You
was
were out of
fucked.
position, Mark.
Bad positioning. I shouldn't have had the door to my back. But anyway,
I would have
Teddy
added a
Good's-
little baby powder there, so you would have been disoriented and
I got
explained
it.
why
Okay,
you're in front of
okay.
that table.
All right.
Or
Well, we
door.
had a lot of bells and whistles. Matt Taven, Mike Bennett ran out. We had the
God.
Devil's Doorman. We had tons of people.
Chris Norcock is asking, did the lights go out?
The lights basically went out. But anyway, hats off to Teddy Goods. Great career. Everyone loves him.
I like Teddy a lot.
When
When
he
did
did
you meet Teddy
AEW,
Goods, Mark?
he did an enhancement against Frankie Kazarian in Boston. Just go out there, stand in the ring. When they announced Teddy Goods, it was like Hulk Hogan was in the arena. You can ask Frankie about this. He was he was like, I don't know what the hell is happening, but you have to come back to when we are in this area.
I love it.
That's cool.
Good for Teddy.
When
But
did
he's
you
had
meet
a great
him?
career.
Mark?
What's that?
When did you meet Teddy Good?
I actually didn't meet him until 2017 after I started wrestling again, and I started doing PvP in Massachusetts, and we wrestled a few times. But we became good friends. He's a great figure guy, great supporter of the podcast. I was happy to be part of his last match. It was a hot crowd, made some good money. It was probably my favorite independent wrestling thing I've ever done.
You know what?
Wow.
I'll say right now, when Teddy Goods comes back in 2 years, I'll be his return match.
Okay, I'll tell him.
It's a date.
Sorry, that
I'm
was
sure he's
very
hearing this.
long. I talk more emotionally on Silver Linings, but thank you for letting me talk about that. I just feel very grateful today. Pro wrestling is the
You had a
best.
very
Mark,
full circle weekend.
Mark, can you put in the show notes or in the description? Can you link the me versus him from Beyond where you're involved? That was a great match. Wasn't that the best match in Beyond history?
Well, Drew did say it was the best match in Beyond history.
I think we need to link that somewhere.
Okay, I'll see if it's on there.
All right, so this morning I dropped. Let me backtrack this. I get injured in April. Shit happens, right? Major Mark, Kyle Kogan, he reaches out. Basically says, I make videos. I want to tell your story. I want to make your comeback video. We go back and forth for months with ideas. The concept changes a bunch of times. At one point, I had recorded almost every day like an audio diary. I still don't know what I'm going to do with this.
You did? Wow.
I did.
Like, what would you do? Like, you pick up your phone?
Like a voice memo.
Okay.
And I gave them all to him, which basically spilled my. And then he and I came up with the concept for this. And TTD, by the way, is the one who came up with the name The Complete. Because we were just, it was one day where I was just smoking cigars in the backyard. What am I going to do for this video? Because I knew when I came back, I needed a fresh coat of paint. I didn't want to keep wearing the Indie God hat. I didn't want to keep wearing the Deathmatch King crown. I needed something different. So I feel like The Complete, and this is TTD's name, because I gave TTD the idea, but he gave me the name. It's like Major Brothers, Edgeheads, Broski, Deathmatch King, Indie God, all wrapped in one. What does that make me? He's like, well, complete. I'm like, oh shit, The Complete. Anyway, we filmed this. We all got ahead of ourselves. It was supposed to come out the day I came back. Obviously, it's about a month late, but because Kyle went all in with this thing, it's I think we just got to play it. It's 2 minutes. Bear with me. You guys saw early cut. You guys saw the final cut, but let's air it right here. When is enough enough? When is the boyhood dream over? In this business, the only thing harder than getting over is staying over. Do I have what it takes to start over? They said I was just another guy. Then I became the internet champion. They tried to ignore me, but the fans wouldn't let them.
I love all that.
They thought I was dead, only to come back stronger than ever.
Stop the intensity, the fire.
They said I wasn't tough enough, so I took the death match crown.
Stay over. Start over.
They said I wasn't a top guy. Then I became a god. Said I had all the tools. Creative has nothing for you. Creative? I am the creative. I am complete. The complete Matt Cardona.
Always ready!
Great video.
So there it is.
Very well.
Knowing what I know about editing, the details in that editing is just, even though it was 2 minutes, it's insane. The levels he went for the Easter eggs, like you mentioned, the little tiny little details, the effects, the smooth audio, the color correction. It's unbelievable. Really, really, really good edit, and it's paying off because I hoped that it would get 1 million views. It already has 1 million views.
Well, yeah, that was my biggest fear, right? It's like, okay, initially this was going to drop the day after I did my return. So I was like, all right, the point of this video is I'm back.
Right.
But a month later, it's like, well, what is the point of this video? Like, so there's no real like hook. So I was very, very nervous to post it. I'm like, well, I got to put like some sort of copy or some sort of like caption or description to get people to watch it, or else they'll just think it's another video because I post every fucking day.
Right.
And luckily, I was hoping for 1 million views in a week. We had 1 million views in less than 24 hours. So thank you to everybody who reposted it and shared it.
1 million views is nuts for wrestling. It's crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
Like the hottest angle on Dynamite that is clip doesn't get 1 million views. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
that's crazy.
Very, very happy, and I thank everybody who supported the video, who posted it, who watched it. We're gonna see what happens next, right?
How hard is Dawkins working on the complete for you?
Already done. And Mark texted me. He's like, "Hey, Matt, I think you should get a complete shirt." I said, then I sent him the 4 that I already have up.
Jeez, man.
I said, "Hey, this could be a dumb thing, but
It's like does a bear shit in the woods type thing." Here, wait, this might be a Mark comment. Did you send new graphics to TNA for the video wall and stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
And this was, nobody really caught on to this, and not that I expect them to, but the major stars that we showed up at Comic-Con, it's in my complete gear. Nobody, so like the major stars is coming out in
Like
October,
on the
November.
back?
What's that?
Like does it say the complete on the back of the trunks?
It says complete on the back. It's the brand new gear.
Oh, okay.
So let's try.
I think I did notice that, but I was like, oh, that's just his new gear.
Yeah. So
I thought it was just one of like the 27 things you've copyrighted for no reason. It wasn't. I literally didn't even
The agent.
The agent. Yeah.
yeah. But you guys are both in the video. I don't know. I mean, you clearly see Brian a bunch of times, but Mark, you're in there too. I don't know if you saw.
Oh, cool. I actually didn't notice. Thank you. That's cool.
The Ric Flair, the last match. Ric Flair's last match.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. That's cool.
There was no clips of your match with Shira from TNA in there. Just curious.
Oh fuck. Anyway, guys, so thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. Let's see if we can get to 2 million views.
What a great weekend for all of us pro wrestling, huh?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. And like Brian says, I'm pretty much broke, so please buy those shirts of pro wrestling.
Completely broke.
Completely broke.
Cardona.
Hey, should we start calling my fans now the completists?
I saw that in a post or in the group today.
That's pretty great.
The completest.
Well, I'm not a Ultimate Warrior completist because this past week I finally sold
Mr.
my
Postel
2K commercial.
not happy with you about this.
Yeah, that was nuts that you didn't even say anything to him.
Oh, I thought you were talking about another thing. We're talking about.
Oh, he's talking about the artwork.
Yeah. Yeah, you sold 2 items.
Okay, Dylan, you have me blocked on social media. Fuck off.
So he hasn't seen your video. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I mean, like,
The
if you have me blocked on
completely
social media, I'm not going to text
Matt
you. Like,
Cardona.
hey, you want this Ultimate Warrior thing? Like, no. Like, pick one or the other. Anyway, to be honest, I've had this Warrior on eBay. I didn't even know I had it on eBay, to be honest.
You really turned heel on Hellwig this week.
No, I had this. Did you sell yours for like 12K-ish?
I can't remember, but I was very happy about it.
Well, whenever you did it, I put mine, and I had one with like black trunks as well.
Yeah, that
Remember the
sold
black
right away.
trunks one?
The stone one? I thought you had that one.
I had the stone one loose, but I had a black trunks one.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes, okay.
That one sold right away, and this one I've just had on eBay. Totally forgot it was even up there. and I got an offer. I was like, oh shit, I totally forgot this was up there. And we went back and forth, and eventually I made the deal.
Right.
So it's just
It's always with eBay, you're like, until that person pays, it's like, you know.
well, here's the thing. He paid right away, but now the way the eBay is, the money's held up for a month.
Not a month.
Literally, yes, it is a month.
No, mine. No, when I sell cards on eBay all the time, and it's 2 or 3 days I get the money.
I can tell you. Let me see if I can pull up what it's.
Well, maybe it's like when it's over a certain amount.
Maybe it's because it's so much money.
I want to see. Okay, where is this? On hold. I'm not gonna say how much I got for it.
Wait. Is that in your PayPal or in
I'm
your
on
eBay?
right now.
Weird.
On hold, and I could have swore it said that it's coming in October.
Wow.
Anyway, oh, here it is. Wait, god damn it, I don't know where it is. Sorry, but it makes me nervous that if this guy could fuck me, and like I'm out the figure and the money.
Right. Maybe that's a rule over a certain price. I don't know. That's
I don't
a little
know.
scary though.
But man, it was painful to see how much eBay took for my
Yeah,
purchase.
that
too.
is crazy. You sent us what it costs and what they took, and it's nuts.
Yeah.
But let's
this-
keep going here. Why did you sell the artwork?
Yeah.
Okay, so then like we've talked about on the pods, I am cleaning up my office and toy room in preparation for the move, like packing stuff up now,
Yeah.
you know? So it's not this like I'm moving in a week, I have to unpack or I have to pack everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I have Hasbro artwork framed in my closet. I have
A Ron Rudat original
Ron Rudat, yep. I have
artwork
Macho
piece.
Man #1. I have Razor Ramon. I have Heart Foundation Jim the Anvil Neidhart. And I have Ultimate Warrior #2. So Macho 1, never going to get rid of.
Okay.
Razor Ramon, never going to get rid of. The Jim the Anvil, probably never going to get rid of because it's an unreleased figure.
Right.
It's like, if it was Warrior 1, I'd be more inclined to keep it. But it's like Warrior 2,
Man, Warrior
And
2
honestly-
is like my favorite though.
I might end up selling the other 3.
Whoa.
So I put this in the Facebook group. It sold within minutes.
I if like you told me before you sold it, I might have bought it, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, wait. So how much did this sell for? You sold it in the group. You can say it. The group knows.
Yeah, and there's a
I
lot
want
of
to
people
say I
listening
sold
that
it
know.
for.
1,500, I thought.
It was $1,500 or best offer. I think we got to maybe $1,200 or $1,100.
Well,
And
that's the
then
one
what
that
are the other 3 that you would sell?
Dylan was pissed about.
Macho Man #1, Razor Ramon, and Jim the Anvil Neidhart Heart
I mean,
Foundation.
Razor's in series 6 or whatever, so you're or 8 or whatever. It makes no sense what you're saying.
No,
Wait,
but
I
Razor
thought you-
Ramon's like my guy.
Right.
I thought you just said you would keep those.
No, I kept those, but I think I might sell them all. But like when I was looking at all 4 of them, I was like, well, the Razor is one. If I keep these all, I wouldn't keep. I keep the Razor, I keep the Macho, I keep the Jim, but I wouldn't keep this Warrior because like it's Warrior 2. You know.
Yeah, I don't think you should sell those.
Anyway, that just reminded me that I have to mail it out. I haven't even mailed it out.
Yeah.
Whereas, okay, we sold 1,100 was the total.
Damn, I would have entertained that, I feel like.
Yeah.
But just to have one and then to have like a nice,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, sorry. I love Warrior, but it just so happened that 2 Warrior items,
Real
left
heel
my
heel turn on Hellwig. That's the name of the episode.
Oh wait,
Okay, we're not going to write that down.
Heel turn on
Come
Hellwig.
on! I
name
love
of the app.
the Ultimate Warrior. I fucking love the Ultimate Warrior.
Heel turn out, no big deal. You just sold 2 of the most rare Ultimate Warrior items ever this week.
Heel
That is
turn
true.
on Hellwig is a wild sentence.
All right, guys, let's talk. I think people are starting to. I don't want to get into full detail, but we might be consolidating, switching company names of Major Bendy's to Major. I think people have been seeing this on some artwork.
We
People-
are. I don't know what the might be thing is.
Okay, we are.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, I didn't know if it was official yet, but
I mean, come on. It's not a big deal.
the Major Bendy's presents Big Rubber. It's just too confusing. And
It's
then
very-
we start adding.
look,
major stars.
In a nutshell, we never imagined having a toy line, much less multiple toy lines. So now it's a toy company, so it can't be named after the Bendies. It doesn't make any sense because it's just a product that we make, and now we make several products. So we had to condense it to just Major.
And all the socials are Collect Major, collectmajor.com. So it'll be Major,
And hopefully this will all be like sorted in 2025, packaging, whatever. But some things are way too far along.
Right. It'll be Major, underneath Major Bendies, Big Rubber Guys, Major Stars, and whatever else we add.
You'd probably barely notice if we didn't tell you this.
Yes, probably not.
Yeah.
You would notice that it's collectmajor.com. It won't be majorbendies.com
that stuff,
anymore.
but I meant like as far as the packaging and whatever.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Not a big deal.
But Big Rubber Guys, Sergeant Slaughter, Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con exclusive, 1 of 1,000. This is already in hand, so we couldn't change, for instance, the Major Wrestling podcast on the top and the Major Bendies Presents, because this is already done.
Right.
But this is Sergeant Slaughter. It'll be in hand, New York Comic-Con. And I want to say Brian and Sergeant Slaughter will be at Comic-Con at some sort of major table.
There will be a major table featuring Sarge, I believe, all 3 days. Maybe 4 days. Maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I will be there Friday. And we're working on other guests to give you a little more incentive to stop by and see everything. We'll have products on display, the exclusive Slaughter for sale, Sergeant Slaughter, him goddamn self, live in the flesh. So it's a big, big deal for us and the company.
And this is just an awesome repaint. Thank you, D Freedom, for finding. D Freedom goes and gets we got all the right reference shots to make this work. TTD, Brian Beatty absolutely nailed it. Look at that nice sticker on top. Knick Love stickers. We also wanted to show off the Wrestling Collector Shop Macho King Randy Savage. As you can see, the Major packaging is on there. So it looks almost identical, except little differences here.
Right. I said, you'd barely even know if we didn't point it out to you.
This might be the best Big Rubber Guy of all time.
That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
The scepter, the crown, you can get that at Wrestling Collector
It's certainly the most toyetic.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. And we did just want to touch on this. Big Bad Toy Store is having their 25th anniversary celebration, and they tease something. Not quite sure if you're watching on YouTube. That's all I'm going to say. The pre-order starts October 22nd.
The Legion of Major. It's me and Matt. Our new spiked shoulder pads we're going to come to
Imagine
the
that.
ring with.
Oh, boy.
Looks like high energy to me.
Someone said, is that Kinnick in Matt's Jurassic gear? It's me and Kinnick.
Life size.
Life size. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
And guys, don't forget, this is the last week to get your Major Bendies Wave 9. The first ever Chronic figures, Brian Adams and Brian Clark. Mance Warner with the GCW title, Bloody Mance. And the legend, the Godfather, Jeremy Padawa. Get them. The pre-order is the order.
He had an Outrunners put over tweet this weekend too, by the way.
Oh, yeah? Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So this is on MajorBendies.com, and I believe CollectMajor.com already works. So
I believe it does too.
this is the only way to get these figures. The pre-order is the order. That's all I have for follow-up, unless you guys have anything else.
Oh, what a weekend.
I don't know if this is follow-up or news. I just had a quick thing. So the new AEW card set came out.
Okay.
And I was in it, and I haven't found out why. Here, somebody, one of the major marks actually pulled all of these, so it's the
it
base.
says announcer. It's an error.
So it says announcer. I don't know why it does that. I don't know why it says that.
It's an error.
I mean,
there's manager cards with like Prince Nana I saw, so it's a
yeah,
mess up.
but I mean,
You
it's
just
not an
have-
error like long, like they
If
messed
you didn't
up.
have bad luck with Upper Deck, you'd have no luck at all.
Yeah,
Ron
but what I'm
Anderson would
saying
say
is
about it.
long was like a typo.
Mark Long.
That was
Right.
a typo because that was in multiple cards.
Yeah.
This, I could see somebody messing up. They saw me literally announcing my guys and
Yes.
thought that I was an
Yeah,
announcer.
it's a mess up. Either way, it's the same kind of mistake. It's just a different kind of mistake.
Yeah.
I found Marcus Brandon, Major Mark, did a break like a big case break with those.
Yeah.
So I bought the Hardys just as a gift for them, to thank them for all the matches we've been having lately and they've
all
been
the
signing
whatnot
stuff for me
figures you
and
make
signing
sign.
stuff for me for whatnot. So I got a big old stack of them for them. But Sanjay Dutt's first AEW item, but he's like a very rare insert. Not one. I bought Sanjay's spot, not one card
Oh, damn.
out of a case.
So when you buy a spot and nothing comes up, you don't get it. You get nothing. You just pay
it's
that money.
called skunking. Yeah, you get nothing.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah,
speaking of
that's how that goes, brother.
Speaking of cards, we talked about the Card Foundation. Papa Bear was trying to get me some of the Chelsea's. I had to pump the brakes because they were getting too out of control.
It's over?
Paninis.
Uh-huh.
There was a 1-of-1.
You got it?
Panini Black Prism on eBay.
Yeah.
I put a max bid of $500.
Probably went more.
It sold for $13.80.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll do that for me. I'm
for
not doing it
you,
for
right?
Chelsea.
Yeah, I
Who
was
doesn't
gonna
give
say-
a fuck.
Yeah, that's rough.
You know what I'm saying?
Was it slabbed or it's a raw boy
No,
too?
no, not slap
Oh,
Robo.
then, whew.
1.
That's rough.
24 bids.
Wow,
So
completist.
anyway, excuse me. You guys ready for some news?
Let's do it.
Let's go to the news. Brought to you by Pabst Blue Ribbon.
The Major Pod Network has partnered with our favorite adult beverage, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Everybody needs some liquid courage to make their own weekly purchases. Scratch that figure itch and scratch that PBR itch.
If you're listening to this, you're already a major mark. Now it's time to become a major PBR mark.
Use hashtag MajorPBR and post your pictures and videos of you major marking out with some Pabst.
Pabst Blue Ribbon and the Major Pod Network, the tag team champions of the world.
Of the world.
Major PBR. Forever. All right, guys. Major PBR. You know, I might celebrate the 1 million views with a nice PBR. Actually, there's a PBR in the completest video when I'm walking to the ring at Hammerstein. So PBR, got a little Rupski there. But it's football season. Drink your PBRs every single week. Use the hashtag Major PBR. If we choose your picture or video, you will get a prize. Who is the winner this week?
Justin, at My Life Justin. Nothing better than combining my childhood with favorite adult beverage. Pabst Blue Ribbon, Major WF Pod. Look at that.
Love
It's
that.
just such a nostalgic little setup there. It feels good.
Yeah, I like those
So
cups.
cool. Some news, guys. Let's talk about this. FC Toys. Out of nowhere.
Wow,
Wrestling
this was
Something
wild.
Wrestler Series 2, Macho Man Randy Savage. Not one, but two of them. I love what Jack did here. He worked in silence. They're in stock, no pre-order. No one knew this was coming.
I think they're
This is
already
what I'm
gone,
trying to do
what
for a
he
lot of
had,
stuff.
too.
What's that, Brian?
I think they're already sold out too. Even
Well, I have some in weekly purchases, so I'll save some discussions for later. First glance, I was a little confused why there's wrist and hand tape. I'm sorry, hand and finger tape on only one hand.
and did you find a reason for that, or you're just saying you don't get it?
No, like I asked Jack, and he said it was an error that nobody caught.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
But to me, it's like it's a weird error.
Right.
You
I mean,
know?
I guess the saving grace is that from that view and that pose, you wouldn't see much of it anyway. I guess that's probably what happened. You know what
Not
I'm saying?
quite
Because
sure.
the wrist is mainly on the back of his hand, and you wouldn't see
Right.
on that right hand.
Yeah.
But this is the pink trunks. Macho Man has the nice bandana, which I liked.
It's pretty
And then
great.
He
I think it looks
also
nice.
had an alternate, a variant. And at first, we were like, what is this gear? Right? But it turns out it's designed after the hockey game, which I thought was really, really cool.
Right.
Something
Oh
very,
my
very unique.
God.
That just got
I
marked
want
good.
that.
So
That
it made
is
me
cool.
go. At first, I was like, I don't need this, to like, I think I want this.
Right.
So
Even like with the weird separation in the gear and the trunks or whatever, like it's just like it. That's so cool.
I think it's cool. I will discuss it more and get maybe D Freedom's opinions on weekly purchases. I don't want to.
D's doing jumping jacks to fucking
I
bury
can
this
see
thing, I'm
D's
sure.
face right now off screen.
Yeah. He's doing push-ups in his lab.
We'll get him on. We'll get him.
Yeah.
Listen, we'll get him on for weekly purchases.
Okay.
Epic Toys Wrestling Megastars Deluxe Edition DDP set to leave the factory. Check those out. Look at all those. I don't know if I ordered this, to be honest.
I did not, but
I will be getting it. Just don't know if I'll be ordering it. Oh wait, don't know if I ordered it, but I will be getting it somehow.
right.
Somewhere.
We got you.
And then there was a teaser for the next deluxe edition PVC figure. But what does that mean? I don't know what are we doing here? What's a deluxe? Are we talking like the Sabu or like a retro?
And then that was just green glitter? they
Gee,
showed?
you're nodding, but I don't know what you're nodding to. Can you come in?
Oh, man. Green glitter.
I'll just.
Does that mean Heenan?
The DDP is the deluxe edition. These are plussed up versions of
with
the
the
regular
arms
Wrestling
and
Megastars.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this teaser, the green teaser, is for their next retro?
Yeah. For their next deluxe edition figure following the DDP.
Who do you think it could be? Do you have an idea?
Makes me think it's Heenan because of the.
That would be
Spark,
that's their, I don't think we need 3 Heenans,
Well,
right?
gotta milk the teat.
Guess you got to milk the teat. I can't think of who else it would be. Ted DiBiase illegally? I don't know. Epic's pretty good about that stuff, so they wouldn't make. They're not doing the Mitch stuff.
All right, moving on.
Anyway, moving on. Speaking of Mitch, Grapplers and Gimmicks showing it off. Their Macho Man Randy Savage. I believe this is WrestleMania 8 fully entrance. I like it. I like it.
Cool, yeah.
It's cool. I will be getting this. He's got the hat, the glasses, the jacket. Because it didn't quite make sense where, they finally make Macho with the hat and the jacket, but then they take his glasses off.
I stare at it all the time. It's on my wall right here. It's so weird.
But all the other figures in just ring gear have the glasses off.
Yeah, and then even the sick reference photo on it, he's got the glasses, in the packaging. But whatever.
So I dig it. He's also doing that same Macho in just regular ring gear. So I like that you could, if you're playing, close your eyes and swap them out or something.
Oh yeah, close your eyes and swap them out after that entrance.
And guys, retros are in because Zombie Sailor
Dude,
shows off more of the Heels and Faces Series 4. They're on sale September 26th. Woo! The Nature Boy, Ric Flair, looking great in the blood, so detailed. I got the Ric Flair boobies. This is what, WrestleMania 8?
Yep.
Looks awesome.
Which
Love
is
it.
crazy. You could have that Macho and the Flair.
Yeah,
If
I
you're
love
willing to mix
the
and
world
match.
we're living in right now.
Yeah.
He also had the Yoshihiro Tajiri. I wish there was a variant with some green mist coming out.
I feel like he's still going to do it to us, but we'll see.
Looks good. That's the mint on card photo. We also saw
I like the
Mike
purple carding,
Awesome.
by the way.
Purple looks nice. It looks very
Yeah.
cool. Mike Awesome looks great. These arms are
Arms are too long, man. I stare at them every time I see this. And obviously, Mike Austin's one of my all-time favorites. I want to be so in love with this, but
Hasbro's had some elongated arms, but these are a little too long for my liking.
this is touching the
I think
floor.
we
with
got to
your
see it in
knuckles.
hand. It could be angle. It could be the
Right.
angle. I'm telling you. As far as
That's why I'm not going to go too all in on this, but damn.
But I think the head sculpt looks fantastic.
see, they don't look long in this angle.
Yeah.
True. Abdul the Butcher, bloody with the fork, I believe, right? So look at those boobies right there. Abdul looks
Look at
great.
those boobies right there.
I'm sure we're gonna get a non-bloody eventually.
Yeah.
I'm all for that.
Black pants or something, whatever.
It's a very and of course, Bad News Alan.
News.
Very unique set.
It's all over the place, but I love it.
Same here, all over the place, but I absolutely
And pre-order starts September 26th.
yes.
An hour before our boozing this week. You can
Oh yeah, baby.
you can order.
And they won't be in stock right away, but I believe they will be in stock pretty soon.
not the
so not a
full
long
weight. Yeah.
A24 shop. The Kevin Von Erich is shipping to customers. So, you got it. Well, I got it too. We'll unbox
Later
it
in
later
the
on the
show.
show. How about that?
A little live unboxing. I'm super excited to open this because I'm so curious.
Double Zac Efron unboxing. This was so cool. Diamond Select Toys, AEW 10-inch gallery diorama, Danhausen.
That is unbelievably good.
This guy can't get booked on TV, but he's got some sick merch coming.
Man.
Like, this is like superstar shit.
Yeah,
That's
right.
right.
It looks good, man.
Looks great.
Yeah,
It's like literally a shrunken version of him.
yeah.
Like, imagine getting this signed. Like, on that nice window.
I mean, it's a big piece, but yeah. What do these retail at for?
Pretty cheap.
They're not as much as you'd think, right?
They're available now for pre-order. DiamondSelectToys.com. Shipping spring 2025.
Cool.
So, really, really toyetic. Has the Dan has a mask, the jar of teeth. I think this is awesome. Looks really, really
great.
cool. Speaking of AEW, Jazzware showed off the Hardy Boys Tag Team
Dude.
2-pack on Amazon. Is the AEW by Jazzware's account official that's on X?
I think so.
He says yes. Like, they were
Yeah.
like, they're posting these studio shots like the Hardys are on Dynamite Wednesday.
Well, I guess, you've already committed. I'm sure there's a huge piece count going to Amazon. Like, you want these to sell. And they're going to sell.
Sure.
It's the legendary Hardy Boys.
Right.
I'm thrilled that we're getting, an in-ring, a matte Hardy Boy and an in-ring gear Jeff with the paint. Like, we didn't get either one in the main line. I love the Amazon 2-packs, the style of them, because they're so simple. These are gonna look unreal signed. I mean, it's a win-win, I think.
Yep.
Yes. I was even tempted to get it myself.
I ordered a couple, actually.
Looks really, really great. Ring of Honor Brody Lee, 1 of 5,000, Jazzware's Vault exclusive, available for pre-order Wednesday, September 25th. Looks really cool. I personally will not be getting it. I did not know Brody during this time, so I feel like I do not need it.
Yeah, I think it's great. I didn't watch ROH at the time, and likewise, I didn't know Brody, so I don't feel much attachment to this. But
It looks
definitely
awesome.
cool to be honored, like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it looks really cool. The different heads, the bandanas, the real fabric bandanas are on the wrists.
That's awesome.
I love that he's getting celebrated. Hey, the more Brody figures, the better. This just not one I need in my collection, but I think it's
Big
really,
rig.
really cool. This was news going everywhere, but I didn't see this as news. Ken Shamrock talks about his Nostalgia Legends deal on the Chris Van Vliet podcast.
I listened to this on my drive to Lucky Pro. He just mentioned it. He's had it for a
he's
long
had it
time
this
now.
whole fucking time. Like, I don't know, why
guys. That
people are
Legends
making,
figure came out 2 years, barely 2 years ago. Duh.
Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah, so I think
This
wrestling
is fake
websites
news,
just ran with this news.
It's not fake news, misunderstood news.
Yeah, misunderstood news. Like, he's already had the deal. He's had
had
the
it, yeah.
deal. So
Yeah.
Yeah, there's really not much figure-wise you need from Shamrock anyway, really, right?
I mean, you can make him like a Build-A-Figure maybe as the ref from Mania, but other than that,
bro,
I, think
I
they kinda
definitely
got
think
it
we
all.
need Reformania.
Yeah.
I would love a fucking retro and a Superstars.
You're right.
Reformania, to me is a
Retro,
fucking
especially because
must.
there's a lot in that wheelhouse. But yes, they both work.
Bro,
Oh,
a
man.
3-pack. Bro, now that WWE going to Netflix, you tell me a Bret Hart, Austin, Shamrock 3-pack, Austin interchangeable bloody head, the ring
Ringside.
bell.
Ringside can get that done.
Bro, that's like an all-timer set right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Holy
It's an
shit.
all-timer.
Yeah.
Imagine they nail Bret Hart.
Oh my god.
Well, that probably won't happen.
Hey, let's not
Actually,
fantasize
imagine-
too crazy here, guys.
Imagine the other way. Imagine we're so excited about this set, but the Bret's so bad, we're just like, we can't even get it.
Jeez.
That'd be so
Broski
sad.
finally becomes a
We're going to
head
talk about
swapper.
some Bretts in a little bit. Like, I think Makina fucking hates. You think he hates me? I think he hates Brett. I think he hates fucking Brett. Let's talk about this. Big news. Big shots. We talked about it last week. CM Punk. Okay? American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Look at these. These look fucking fantastic. These are high quality buddies. Cody with the strap.
That's cool.
Just like the Warrior and Hogan did. I
Yep.
fucking love that. Looks awesome. LA Knight looks great. These are top quality buddies. I think the best buddies since Tonka. Logan Paul, Roman Reigns, and Seth freaking
Oh
Rollins.
damn! I didn't realize they showed all these. Holy cow!
Oh, yeah. Available in the 7 inches, the 16 inches, and the 22 inches. The 22-incher is what you need to go with your Tonkas. And if it's not taken down by now, it's going to be taken down very, very soon. The Deathmatch King, Matt Cardona. I bought 3 of them, so make sure you get them if it's not taken down yet, because that's it.
So that's the 8, huh?
That's 8. But, like, I would assume these are like the Matt Cardonas, were these almost like pro wrestling tee style, made to order. So
Right.
they can make the whole fucking roster.
Right.
In theory,
It's very cool.
they can make
I guess
Chelsea.
my only gripe would be the kind of cop out with the tattoos with Punk and Roman, and I guess to a degree Jay, like they're just trying to avoid. I feel like doing tats.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, look at Orton. He's got his.
I know, but I don't understand. Then why didn't? It's weird to me.
Maybe they just wanted a shirt,
The option is weird to me.
or maybe they're worried about the Pepsi.
But they can just like do what
Yeah.
the toys do.
Yeah.
I mean, Jay's got all that.
Anyway, get those.
What they need though, they need a sick ass commercial.
They do.
That
Like,
would probably take
but-
this to the next level.
The buddies sold to us because of those commercials. Those kids had so much effing fun in that living room.
I mean, that's what you remember, but yeah. I think that would take this to the next level. A commercial like this airs on WWE television
yeah,
the next month or so,
you get some nostalgia
repeatedly.
collectors, and then you get some kids
Right?
because that's where this.
You open a WWE YouTube video and that's the ad you get that plays.
That'd be badass.
Yeah,
right.
you rock.
That's what it should be.
Yeah.
So I
It could be. I
love
don't know.
these,
Maybe they're making it. I don't know.
and I put these over. I've gotten the Brett, the Andre, the Flair, the obviously Macho myself.
I have the flair and I love it.
The quality of these is unbelievable. Like these are like indestructible if you were a kid.
Yep.
Right.
Like I don't think these would ever flatten out. Like a Tonka flattens out.
Yeah.
I can't picture these ever flattening out. That's how thick they are and how
Interesting.
durable they are.
I mean, the only way to tell is to get a real kid to beat him up for a while.
Very, very true. So check those out. We got a lot of Mattel news. D, let's rapid fire through these because these all kind of been seen before. The
New
Knuckle-
photos, guys.
Yeah.
Barely
Knuckle
news.
Crunchers Rebound ring now includes Seth freaking Rollins, available
I
at Walmart.
saw that. It's the same. It's all the same except Rollins, huh?
I believe that is the same Rollins, is it not?
The same Rollins, but they got rid of
No,
Brock.
D Freedom
But-
says no same Rollins.
Yeah, this is the same gear as the same Rollins, but now it has the blonde highlights in the hair.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
So this is the Clash of the Castle 2022 gear.
Okay.
That's on the Wave 1 figure.
Very cool.
And the packaging illustration has also changed
Yeah,
as
they
well,
obviously updated
Yeah.
all that stuff. Yeah.
with the Wave 3 Dom and Wave 2 Rock. Or no, Wave 1 Rock. Yeah, that's all Wave 1 in the
Cool.
ring there. Yep.
Pretty cool. All right, Elite Collection Series 113. D, I'm telling you, we're rapid fire through these. Okay? We got CM Punk in his Macho Man gear with the Nexus. This is so funny because when I was just in Hartford, Connecticut, I think maybe Mark and I talked about this in MC True Long Island Story, but there was someone who used to work for WWE came up to me and told me how they used to obviously get the scripts,
Yeah.
the first drafts, and clear as day, he remembered the script where I was supposed to lead the new Nexus. I think it's either right before Punk or right after Punk.
Man.
Like,
Wait, heel turn?
no, like it's like before they start using me on TV, and that's how they're going to use me. I'm like leading the Nexus.
What time with this? I'm so confused. What time?
2011. It's like before they start using me on TV, but they're realizing, oh, we got to use this guy.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Like there is like one Raw where I do something with like with Otunga and Curtis Axel, but then it leads nowhere.
Oh, wow. Man, I
But
have
no one ever
memory
told
of
me this
and
until like years later I found out.
Wow.
So anyway, this is a great CM Punk with the Nexus armband, the Nexus shirt, and classic Macho Man attire.
Yeah, last time this was released was in that 2-pack, 2012.
I was
I
going to
think
say,
it
there's
was-
never been an elite, right? So this
Yeah, and it didn't include the Nexus armband, so now you got the Nexus armband, and I think that one also had the more 2010 CM Punk had, whereas this is definitely 2011 Punk, where he had the facial hair goatee like shaved in.
Got it. We have Carlito, and it also features the Chase variant. I love that we have a Carlito figure.
Oh, my God. He's friggin' jacked.
Looks
Yeah, he's
jacked,
got-
has the apple. Really, really cool.
Got the torso that's most commonly known for being used on Bobby Roode and Apollo Crews, but this was actually first tooled and first designed, I'm fairly certain, for the canceled David Otunga figure, because that was the first time that this torso was actually used for the basic, and then it was also used for Darren Young figures. But yeah, it has the hand that holds the apple. This is the white gear. This is the core release, and then the chase release
cool.
is the purple gear.
D, I love you, but that's all the information I want to skip on these next ones. We've already talked about these at Comic-Con. We've already talked about Kofi Kingston. Looks great.
This corresponds with the Xavier Woods.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I love how you have to kind of wait it out. I like that. It's
New head. New head
pecs
on
are looking
on
a
the
little too
Kofi.
plump there, but we'll leave that as it is.
Yeah, Kofi. You don't talk about unique chest. Kofi needs a unique chest mold.
Yeah.
That is,
Well,
D,
this
D,
is
that's an inaccurate chest, D.
This is the torso that was first used for the Elite Collection Series 17. So this is specific to Kofi
Yeah, but he's got a lot less.
That's not what he
chest
looks
than that.
like.
Yeah.
from 2011. So
All right.
I
it
don't
was
know. We need
the
to
Battle
take that
Cat gear
down.
when it was first used.
Battle Cat Kofi.
What
All
about
right, keep going.
Dragon Lee? Get him right now. Looks great. I don't have much to say about that one.
Yeah, balanced out the cost, so he's all in white gear, but still, it's accurate to the studios and probably did wear it in NXT or SmackDown potentially.
Trick Williams, perfect timing for the Trick Williams. He is a star, stud down in NXT, North American title.
Nice.
Looks awesome. I dig it.
Yeah, have a character-specific accessory with the necklace and character-specific translucent glasses. And you also get a new release of the North American Championship. I don't think that's been released in quite some time. So,
Oh, perfect. Added value. And then, of course, Tiffany Stratton, debut figure, so I'm sure it's going to be a hot seller.
No, well, first of all,
no, she had a core figure. Yeah, main event.
Debut elite. We don't count those cores. Come on.
no, they're figures again. You got to count them.
All right, fine. Fair.
Yeah, this is her Barbie gear from Takeover. She did have the NXT Women's Championship with the gear, but yeah.
Oh,
So you can get the Roxanne Perez probably off of ringside.
Right.
And these, of course, available at WrestlingFigures.com. Use discount code MAJOR, save 10%. This set I'm really looking forward to. I'm a little on the fence about the 2025 Royal Rumble. We have the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. This is weird to me in the packaging because his weight belt is the wrong way.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
This is the initial pack out. We'll see if that gets fixed. I mean,
Yeah,
technically,
hopefully
the
that
weight
gets
belt,
fixed, yeah.
the weight belt, the design was printed backwards, and it was that way on the Ultimate as well. So we'll see if that eventually gets revised. I don't know why, because the way it fastens is not the correct way it fastens. It should be inverted. It's inside out.
Right, but still.
Design is printed inside out, so that still has yet to be caught by design. So, but it does have brand new shins and the feet. So this is the Punk figure, I believe, is probably going to be the first release if that gets to market before these two. But it will have new updated ankle articulation.
Now, is this Diaz while you're here? Is this the first Rumble or second Rumble?
This is first Rumble. This is 2023. This is not 2024. This is when he returned from the pec injury.
Got it.
Okay.
We got Big Daddy Cool Diesel, which I think is so fucking cool.
It's a cool.
I was in this Rumble. I remember just like being like, if you've ever been a Royal Rumble, Brian has like the gorilla position is nuts because there's like the next like 10, 15 numbers back there. And I remember it was like Diesel, Booker T. I'm thinking, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I remember I barely knew Big Kev at that point. And I was like sitting with him where he was changing and just talking with him the whole day because I was just marking out for him. I was so excited that he was around.
Yeah. So, I mean, I have to get this whole set to get the Great Khali. Even the Great Khali, I'm not sure if I need the Great Khali because it kind of breaks my rules. But it's I love that they're doing this. I think it's cool.
Yeah,
it's
a fun set.
figure. It's a fun set.
This is the first Kevin Nash, I think, with the full sleeves because this is 2011 Kevin Nash when he had full
it.
Oh,
tattoo.
that's right. Yeah, other Diesels wouldn't have tats and stuff like that.
Yeah, just had like the two, like the tiger and whatever the other one was on his forearm.
And we have the Hurricane, which is an absolute must get for me. This is like the makeup Hurricane with the ponytail. Like this is like Titantron Hurricane.
Yeah. Damn.
I absolutely need this one. This is like an absolute must have for me. Love it. Hurricane was my guy. I still am hoping one day we get a Sugar Shane. But
Sugar Shane.
That's probably
Monday Night War?
Vertebrae.
Monday Night War
Break
could fit
the
that.
spine.
love
Vertebrae.
that.
Does a trick every time.
And this is unbelievable. Hogan, Rumble 90, holding that Hulkamania will live forever. The Puma accusing Mattel of stealing his customs ideas on the Facebook group.
I love it. This is a must get, man.
It's an absolute must get.
Never in my wildest did I think we'd get something like this.
Like
too.
this is a fronter. That's
Yeah.
a fucking fronter. La Puma was considering it a 2-in-1 figure. I don't know if it's a 2-in-1. I would say
Why? Because there's a
added
bandana?
value with the bandana and cross. I wouldn't call it a 2-in-1.
It's a pre-match and a post-match.
Yeah, I don't know if you
come
can
on.
say that 2-in-1.
That's not 2-in-1. That's just giving
Right,
you
it's an
more
added
options.
value. Added
Just
value.
like the Ultimate
Added
Editions.
value, yeah.
I think it's fucking awesome. It's a great set, unbelievable, and you get the great Kali. So you can get these on WrestlingFigures.com. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna keep the Kali. It's not the right time frame for me.
It
I
looks
don't
great,
know. I might
though.
have
It
to switch
looks
my
like
rules.
a
Maybe
big upgrade from
in the future it can get redecoed for a Legends Wave or something like that.
Yeah.
So
There
it's
we go.
possible.
Now we're talking, D. Now we're
Yeah.
talking.
Got it's brand new torso, brand new legs.
Yeah, it looks so much
that's-
better.
Yeah.
Well, he's never even had an elite, right? All his other
Yeah.
Pattels are basic.
Yep.
I wonder if the legs say Punjabi or Punjabi,
Punjabi.
because the still photos would say Punjabi because he had
Right, I mean, he
Punjabi
wore
on
them for
his
weeks.
pants for a long time until I said, "Hey, you spelled Punjabi wrong."
Yeah.
It's not his
wore-
fault. The
he
gear
wore 'em
makers
for
didn't
weeks,
even
dude.
notice.
Fuck you, man.
Fuck you, man. Best Kali story I have is we had to drive him back, Brian. I'm sure you remember this, from December to December.
No, Dreamer was riding with him and then pawned him off on us.
Well,
just
yeah,
to
so
get
we
rid
had
of
to
him.
drive him back to McDonough, Georgia.
Yeah, but he was
Remember
going the same way. I remember thinking, like, we don't have to do this. Like, we're doing you a favor here, but whatever.
We're driving him back December to December, and
No, this is a live event.
are you? No, I'm almost positive it's from December to December because we were extra talent.
No, that's something else. This is a live event, like early on,
Why was there a live event in Georgia?
because we do live events all over the country, man.
No, we're Deep Southers.
No, we go back and we like stay with somebody. We don't live there anymore.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. I don't know about that, but I do remember this. We're thinking he leaves. We're thinking, is he going to come back and like give us like gas money or something?
No,
And
first
he
off, this guy chain smoked out the window of our PT Cruiser rental car for the whole 2-hour drive. I was driving like I couldn't even fit in it because he was coming into my seat on the driver's side from shotgun. He had 2 cell phones and he talked the entire time, 2 different cell phones. And then finally we got dropped him off. I said, thanks, Kali, man. All right, have a good night. And he got all the way to like his door, and I think we were like GPSing where to go next. And he like stopped and started turning back, and I look at Matt and I go, oh, he's gonna give us gas money. And then he reached in and he grabbed his pack of cigarettes off the dash and went back to his door. That's what
True
happened.
story. That is true. All right. What about this Ultimate Edition Legends Dusty Target exclusive? Must have. Absolute must have. Get rid of
Like-
your old Legends.
It's like it's endgame, bro. You don't
See you
even need it
later.
anymore.
This absolute must have.
That pose right there, I'm contemplating doing it because it's so that photo's so timeless and with the cop hat, right? Like
I'm not going to pose like that.
I'm
but
like
it's cool.
thinking about it. I mean, like we all know, like it's so timeless. I don't know, man. I gotta make up my mind.
Right. Then we have the 2025 Elite Collection WrestleMania Wave. I don't want any of these figures, but I kind of want to update my Fink, so I got to get them all.
I think I'm gonna do that and then take it from there. Obviously, I'll give Bianca to the girls, but man, I don't know.
It's Seth Freakin' Rollins from WrestleMania 39, Hulk Hogan from WrestleMania 30, which they've made, so this is like a newer version, right?
Yeah, updated tan. I don't think this one has. I'm trying to remember if the other one had sneakers because I think he did wear like sneakers at the time. So
The other one had a hard good shirt, though, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it
it was
did.
Yeah, the other
molded
one has
plastic.
like. Does he have Brody's jeans? So he has like a hole in his butt for the towel.
Yeah, this one I think this one still has
Yeah.
the jeans.
Damn.
Yeah, and but
It looks
because-
great. Like it looks cool. I just don't collect guys in these, in this version.
You don't want that Hogan from when he botched the promo at Mania?
No, I don't.
Oh, you got to read the copy on the back. Yeah, at
What does that
WrestleMania
say?
30 in the Superdome, the Immortal One reminisced about slamming Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3 in the Silverdome.
Oh my god!
Robert, you son of a bitch. That's a
Wow,
great copy.
I get it. That's awesome.
Bret Hart from WrestleMania 4, which I think is a great moment.
But not for me. yeah.
I'm still on the fence about it, but the head fucking sucks. Bro, who is
Yeah.
that man? It looks like I don't even know. Is that like Chris Kattan with long hair? Who is that?
Chris Kattan. Oh, man.
That's who it looks like to me.
Stiff.
I still might get it though because that was a great moment. Him and Bad News and the trophy. Would have been cool if he came with the if he came with the trophy. Would have been a must-have for me.
I agree. That would be game changer.
Of course, Bianca Belair from WrestleMania 39. Collecto Ford to build a Howard Finkel. It's been a long time since Finkel has been out. Correct?
2018.
I'd say about 8 years, 9 years.
So yeah, so I'm all for more Finks, especially if his family's getting a royalty check. Love
Sure.
that. You can get all these at Ringside Collectibles, WrestlingFigures.com. So we have some Ringside news, right? That's it. That's all we have for news.
Yep.
So let's get some Ringside news here. We got, oh my God, new in stock, Big Rubber Guy Series 6 with Hacksaw Jim Duggan,
Oh,
USA
baby.
variant Duggan, and Magnum TA.
Ooh.
WWE
If you missed
from the
out.
Vault
That's a
Series 2.
good get.
Good get, yeah. From the Vault Series 2, Ringside exclusive with Eddie Guerrero, Diesel, DX, HBK, Undertaker, Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, Rikishi, Paul Heyman. We talked about those last week. All upgrades, all must-haves. Ultimate Edition 23, Dominic Mysterio, Rey Mysterio, and LA Knight. Main event, Series 152 with Steve Austin, Seth Rollins, Batista, Liv Morgan, and Ricky Steamboat. Expected in soon. The Imperium, Elite 2-pack exclusive. The Outsiders, finally, Ringside
Man,
exclusive.
where are my outsiders, baby?
And Royal
Give me what I want.
Cody Rhodes, Diesel, Hurricane Helms, and Hulk Hogan with Build-A-Figure Great Khali. And up next, Ringside Top 10.
Top 10.
This episode of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast has been brought to you by Ringside Collectibles, the #1 online retailer of WWE action figures.
Go to WrestlingFigures.com and make a purchase, and when you do, use discount code MAJOR at checkout to save 10%.
Ringside Top 10. Brand new figures, how much did you spend? Ringside Top 10. 40 figures, exhausting mailmen. Ringside Top 10. Another sale, Sami Zayn's #1 again. Ringside Top 10. Use code MAJOR for discount at the end.
All right, number 10, Diesel from the Vault, Ringside Exclusive Series 2. Number 9, Sandman, Black and White, Elite 111. Number 8, Rikishi from the Vault, Ringside Exclusive Series 2. Number 7, Paul Heyman, Wise Man, WWE from the Vault, Ringside Exclusive Series 2. Number 6, Package Deal Set of 2, New Age Outlaws from the Vault Series 2. Number 5, RVD, Defining Moments, Ringside Exclusive. Number 4, CM Punk, Elite 113. Number 3, CM Punk, Money in the Bank, Ringside Exclusive. Number 2, DX Shawn Michaels, WWE from the Vault, Series 2. And number 1, the LWO 5-pack. Wow.
Whoa. I
Very,
didn't expect that. Holy cow.
very, very cool. And up next is Weekly Purchases, brought to you by Major Bendy's.
Big match in my house? I'll bring my guys, you have yours. I've got Sergeant Slaughter. And I got Ric Flair. Woo! Here's Andre the Giant. And here's Macho Man. Ooh, yeah. And Brian Myers. And Matt Cardona.
They're so real. Can you tell the difference?
Roster cut. Video silence.
Big Rubber Guys. They're for real. Each sold separately on MajorBendies.com.
Big Rubber Guys. Collect them all. All right, guys. Major purchases. Weekly Purchases brought to you by Major Bendy's. It's probably gonna be brought to you by Major soon. And let's switch it up. This is the last week it's brought to you by Major Bendy's. Next week it'll be brought to you by Major. And let's just switch up the whole fucking hashtag. Instead of using the hashtag Major Bendy's, use the hashtag
Collect Major.
Collect Major. I like
I was going
that.
to say, don't just do major. That would be tough.
No, it'd be rough.
What about I collect Major or just collect Major?
Collect Major's fine.
Use the hashtag Collect Major. If we pick your picture or video, you will get a prize. Who is the winner this week, Mark?
80s wrestling fan at 80s_wrestling says NWA Legends in LJN style is something us 80s kids never thought possible. 3.5 decades later, the Big Rubber Guys delivers. Look at that match.
That is. I saw this tweet earlier and I was like, "This rules." That's what we want, right? That's the reaction we want from people.
That's exactly what we want, guys.
Yeah.
And that
Pretty
Magnum
awesome.
is a fucking French kiss. It's better than a chef's kiss. It's a French kiss. That's how good that Magnum is. Hopefully we get to see him soon and give it to him in person.
I'm hoping so.
All right. What do you guys got? What are we doing? What are we unboxing?
Speaking of French kissing, how about some French Canadians?
Bro, I got him too.
Grapplers and Gimmicks. We're all American boys.
Got
We're
it.
all American boys.
Is this a 3-way?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Mitch has really upped his game here, folks. First off, I got too excited. I opened up this bulldog and I'm actually like blown away by it.
All right, let's do. Who are we doing first? Should we do Bulldog first?
Okay.
Well, let's all open the Rougeau brothers right here live.
Let's just talk about his package. Just at first glance, the figures look great. Let's give him that.
Yeah.
The packaging looks good, very Hasbro-esque. But like, get rid of this fucking G. You know, I wish that's.
As long as it's not his face, I don't care anymore.
What an epic blunder of all blunders.
The G?
The face.
The face, yeah.
the first
Him.
figure.
No, this is fine. It's
Yeah, the
Grapplers and
G's
Gimmicks.
fine.
They both start with a G. I'm fine with that.
All right.
G might be the worst letter in the alphabet.
Everybody in this toy renaissance world is guilty of ripping off the Hasbro style packaging.
I mean, I'm about to unbox some just like it.
right.
And I guess it does make sense. The 2 Gs, Grapplers and Gimmicks. All right, I take it back.
We've said this a lot, and we should.
It's crazy how
continue to
these
say it.
They're like hard to open. They're so attached to the bubble, which is a good problem to have.
Well, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
We've said this a lot, but his packaging is so sturdy and firm, and it's just great for a collector, especially if you're going to keep it in package.
I'm looking at Ray Rougeau right now. Mitch, I'm proud of you, man.
I know.
think
He's
these
like
are-
it's like I'm almost like baffled how much he's turned this around.
These are unbelievable. They
Yeah.
They have
feel,
the shine, the likeness
feel
there.
heavy and real and great, right? The shine's there. That is one of the best soft good things I've ever seen.
It's
a
made.
great soft
It's genius the way it's made. Like the elastic around the neck, so it can't break, or
The likeness on Ray Rougeau is fantastic. Now, I don't know if I need the Ray Rougeau as the announcer.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, he was like, I mean, not that penciled in. I want to say it is what it is, but this, holy shit,
These,
man, this is
dare
cool.
I say, 10 out of 10,
Yeah, I mean, this is like
right?
that's
Yeah, for who they are. Yeah,
two
for
in a row that he's like really impressed me with the Quebecers, and now this. I love it.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I Grapplers and Gimmicks, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Just even like, if you look at the elastic waistband on their bikers,
Yep.
a lot of detail here.
Here's what I'm thinking, right? Imagine a world that zombie doesn't exist.
Right.
And
We'd be like losing our minds.
we
about this, though.
would be
Yeah.
yes. This would be tip top of our collection. We'd be dying for information on who he's got. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He just needs to keep up the consistency. Like,
I wish he'd almost like redo some of the people because I'd want
he
them.
is redoing the Godfather. I think he's got to redo like the Godwins.
Yeah, because so if you look at this, like the faces, he's fixed. But that was our big thing. They weren't like injected like this. Whatever he was doing before, like this is a real toy now.
They're great.
This is I'm blown away. I'm blown away by the
And
Rougeaus.
then, like I said, I've already opened the Bulldog, which I didn't. This isn't even something I thought I'd ever even want. But this is like so good. It's so
right,
like
I'm gonna open
Hasbro'd out.
I'm gonna open it right now.
Has the Heart Foundation jacket on the back. The detail on like the Union Jacks is like really crisp. The likeness is great.
It is. It's so much better in hand than any of the pictures. I mean, the
Right.
neck always looked weird in the pictures, you know. And
Again, I love this one again.
Yeah, and like I know we saw that like where it didn't look like the torso fit the body, but it's totally fine.
It's a little too big.
But it's like not ruining the figure at all.
It's
No,
not,
I didn't even notice until you said
It's
it.
not ruining it.
Again, I will say this, and it's going to sound weird, but I prefer the zombie. Look, at the end of the day, my favorite line is zombies. I prefer the zombies, but I actually think that these Mitch figures are more Hasbro than
Yes.
the
I agree.
zombies.
Yeah,
Because they have the Hasbro action, at least the
Right.
fake action.
he needs some jumpers, some more jumpers, and
I don't think I need all the British Bulldogs he has coming out, especially I think there's 2 variants of this pose. I think I'm just going to keep this one with the Heart Foundation vest. But just the paint like application is clean.
Can Mitch sign Swoggle and just fix that?
oh man, there we go. That's a redemption story.
Can we
need.
just have that happen, please?
Wow.
Yeah, that's a redemption story we need.
And then, for the love of God, Mitch, I know you're listening. Can somebody just get the Beverly Brothers, please? Please.
And Mitch does everything illegally anyway, so he'd probably still call them the Beverly Brothers.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Not Mike Enos and what else?
I love them. I'm blown away.
I'm very, very impressed, man. Mitch is
Very impressed.
This is a comeback of the century here.
Comeback. Well, I think comeback of the century is going to be when that smoke train comes out.
I mean, just overall, like
Yeah.
it seemed hopeless when he had that first figure. Like
He's gotta-
just stop making toys and go back to your whatever your day job was of selling them.
I think he's got to redo a couple of them.
So, which ones are the must-have Mitches? These 3.
Right now, for me,
That
it's
are out.
these
Like
3, Marrow and the Quebecers, are like in
I
the.
do think the Men on a Mission are good.
Yeah.
If they were gold, they would be.
He did make them in gold.
Maybe I have to look into the gold ones.
So you're going to
the,
keep
the
these?
Godwins are like no good. Duke the
The
Dumpster's
Godwins
kind of
and Duke the Dumpster don't have the faces aren't like made properly.
Yeah. Even the Bob Cardona, he didn't get better until after the Bob Cardona.
Yeah, this is like a new era he's in here.
Yeah. But
I wonder
You wanna
what.
talk about-
I wonder what's different. Have we ever had him on? Did we just have him on?
we've had him on before.
I know we've had him on before, but like,
It's definitely the way it was made, and I know Deke and Backman. It was the way it was like the plastic was
Hey,
injected.
can we get you in here? Can you explain
in
the
the face.
scientific reason why they're getting better?
8.
hello.
He might have a new sculptor for these new ones that are coming out. But yeah,
The sculpts were never really that much of the issue. It was
yeah.
the faces weren't like real toys.
Yeah, in terms of what they're molded in, yeah, because before it
Yeah.
looked like they weren't molded in the base colors,
Right.
which is the skin.
Right.
Got it. Well, these are great.
okay.
Good
Do
job.
you guys want to discuss the wrestling? Oh, only I got him.
Yeah. I didn't-
Oh yeah, I don't have.
Macho Man Randy Savage, Wrestling
Sure, let's
Something
see 'em.
Wrestlers. We just talked about it. The WSW logo, just like the WWF.
I mean,
whatever
but I
around
said
it.
the whole, even like when they make like pins or anything has that card back on. I'm not going to judge that.
I want to stress that I love that these were like we didn't even get a sniff that this was coming.
Right.
Love that. And I do love that different image on each package.
Yeah.
It's cool. So
Well, they're
let me
different
do
eras.
The,
Yeah, really.
the Trunks version first. Great packaging, just like Mitch. Hard to open, which is a good thing. Guys, like I'm like 99% sure this is the same fucking factory
You don't.
As Mitch
as
Yeah.
Mitch.
feels the same.
Feels the same. I like it a lot. I'm very confused about the tape situation.
Kinda
throws me
Jack already
off a
told you
bit.
it was a fuck up. They messed
Yeah.
up.
I just don't know how that wasn't caught. It's not like it wasn't painted. It's not even molded.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
not
Right.
sculpted. It's not
It's not
sculpted.
even
Yeah,
sculpted.
that's a lot.
Yeah,
of
the other one is
dudes.
sculpted. On the left hand, it is
Yes.
sculpted.
Right,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. On the left hand,
Yeah.
it's sculpted.
and I think they only did the finger tape on the thumb, and they didn't do it on the index finger or the pinky finger.
Yes, they just did it on the thumb. Let's see here. I'm just trying to. So I noticed this. The Mitches don't have a hole in the feet for a stand, but the Wrestling Something wrestlers do.
Interesting.
He kind of has the same issue with this Bulldog, where you can't. It's very minor, where the torso kind of goes over the trunks.
Right.
Very little. I like the face. I like the likeness a lot. The mustache doesn't connect to the beard, which is a little odd for me. Not the end of the world. You really got to look into that.
It's not even that it wasn't painted that way. It wasn't even sculpted that way. So that was,
Right.
once again, another big oversight.
And we talked about the long arms with Zombie. Like this right arm, if it was straight, I think it would go down to his fucking ankle.
I see it now that you're saying it, yeah.
I mean, people want to have this revisionist thing to where they weren't stylized, but they were. The proportions on a Hasbro figure were very
for sure.
exaggerated.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it's a little much.
Yeah.
I like it. Like, especially if you don't have a Hasbro Macho, this is great. If you have a Hasbro Macho, don't know if you need this one.
If you want to mint one, it probably won't cost you $40, but yeah,
Well,
a mint
I mean,
Hasbro.
yeah, a mint,
you can get one
mint
under.
on card Macho Man Hasbro, and no matter 1 through 4, they're going to cost you
Well, yeah, a mint
a decent amount of money.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's paying for on card MOC.
Yeah, nice clean paint job. The mold of the face and the body is great.
Skin tone could be better.
Skin tone could be a little better. You know what else is odd to me? And I see why they did it, but I don't think they had to do it this way. The trunks are just painted. They're not molded. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
They're just painted, not molded. Does that make
Yeah.
Can I explain myself?
So they're probably going to reuse those legs for future redecos.
Well, I mean, they did for this
yeah.
Rumble.
Yeah,
Right.
wouldn't be surprised if they do more.
But I feel like if the trunks were molded, it wouldn't be that big of a deal if he was wearing long tights,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is a little odd. It's not
Gotcha.
molded.
No one's still gotten the yellow right on the boots. I mean, everyone's
mean?
kind of been making them like a neon yellow. They're more of a school bus yellow. Yeah.
I'm fine with the color yellow.
Yeah.
I'm fine with the color.
Even Mattel does them in the neon yellow. So.
But I give him credit for doing this bandana because we were going to do this for the big rubber guy, but we decided against it because he's got like 2 bandanas on technically.
Right.
If you're really looking, he's got like a bandana over a bandana, which we just left the whole bandana blank when we did it.
Because we couldn't find a reference shot that made sense,
Right.
if I recall. But
So I like what he did here with the tiger stripe and not including the other bandana. It's fine. But if you're looking at this reference photo, you see all the fucking hand tape on the planet Earth right there. So weird.
also true.
Weird one to miss, but I like the likeness a lot. The likeness a lot. Let's open this Royal Rumble one, and let me just say first, Series 2 is Vlad, Macho Man, Marcus Buff Bagwell, and the Patriot Del Wilkes. Cool
I
little
kind
set
of want
there.
that Vlad because I've seen the picture. It looks awesome.
Yeah, Vlad looks great.
Yeah.
Vlad looks great.
Buff Bagwell's a little baffling with the lace boots, but I think that's from their Killer Bees stuff that they probably already had tooled at the moment. So,
Right.
'cause they
Sorry, who's that?
What was that, Matt?
Who has lace boots?
Buff Bagwell. He should have flat boots, like Stinger type boots without the straps.
You said Killer Bees. That's a different company, right?
Well, these are that was sculpted by the guy that was sculpting the cello stuff.
Got it. Okay.
It's all existing stuff, so it was probably the paint master that carried over. So
All right, so here's the Macho Man, the hockey game one.
Is that based off Rumble 91 though?
no,
No.
the studios are based off of the August 1990 studios. So
Okay.
yeah, it was all depicted off of a Macho King outfit, which is in the gear that is going to be in an upcoming Savage Legacy collection figure. So by Savage Series Stores. So
Okay.
Listen, I totally dig this. I dig it a lot. The green laces, just like that Royal Rumble figure. It's so unique, and there's so many machos out there. So it's like you're doing a toy of a toy. It's cool. Like if Mattel would have done this, I would have marked out for it.
Right.
So I like it. I don't know why. Just the fucking tape is bothering me so much.
and they included it on that one as well, which Yeah, because I guess
Well,
it was
I mean-
already molded, and it would have looked odd if they didn't paint it, and they even included it in the illustration. Like,
It's just weird to me
Yeah.
that there's tape on one hand and not the other. It's just so I don't know how that's missed.
Right.
But
doing a lot of things at once, I guess.
I think they're great figures. I like the same mold, but they look totally different. I think Jack did a great job with this. Kudos to keeping a surprise.
Retro revolution we're living in here.
It's fucking incredible, guys.
Yeah,
like at
it's
one
nuts.
point, Mattel killed the retros. They were on ice, and now we got Zombie, we got Epic, we got Figure Collection, we got Mitch, and then there's other companies we don't even talk about. But like, it's nuts.
Well, if you're talking the 4.5-inch scale, I mean, wrestling figure collectors like to say retro, but technically Junk Shop Dog, that's retro. Technically, the WWE Superstars, that's retro.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah.
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 But
Everyone
the
wants to
retro
generalize-
word has been used for a Hasbro remake at this point, right?
Right.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's
Mattel calls them
interesting. That
retros.
we
My
just
wrestling
settled
figure
into the
Yeah.
retro style, is
Right.
what we
Because
say.
Mattel did it first before
Yep,
all
yep,
this,
yep,
you know.
Also got from wrestling, some of the wrestlers, I got the guardrails.
Oh, cool.
These are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fucking awesome. I got the blues. I got the grays. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with these, but I think I'm going to use it.
I mean, I'm sure when you're all settled in and you have a setup, it might
Yeah.
come in handy to, like, you know.
I love what Something Wrestlers does. They stay out of the drama. They kind of work in silence. Jack's a great
Right.
guy. And I'm just very, very almost jealous what he did with these machos.
It's pretty cool.
Just surprise, here they are in stock. Let's go.
It was an early shipment, so it's not the full shipment.
But still,
That's
like
why
just the
it's
fact
out,
that he was able to keep it a secret, because even like a lot of Mitch's stuff, you're seeing like on eBay the prototype things are getting stolen from the factory.
I get zombie stuff is up there, like
I'm sorry, that's
crazy.
what I meant. Zombie stuff. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, the bigger the vendor you have, the more likely that workers are going to, because there's a day shift and a night shift, so the communication just isn't there. And especially if you don't have a project manager, a good project manager, then something can leak out because they have to inform the workers to not, because it's a business over there. So
Please don't steal.
Don't steal,
Yeah.
guys. Don't steal.
All right. This is exciting.
All right.
Forgot all about this.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I got a shipping notification, and it came the next day. The Zac Efron as Kevin Von Erich Iron Claw action figure by A24. But we finally, are you aware of this? Who makes this for real? For real?
I mean, they probably have outside partners that
Well,
Happy
it-
Worker.
make their stuff.
Happy Worker.
Okay.
Look at that. Happy Worker Toys and Collectibles, Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
That makes sense.
See, they show
we
you
hadn't
the
really had,
characters
like,
on
a-
the back like they're going to make them, which is a little odd.
I'm assuming they took a lot of this from the Legends Von Erich figures because it's very similar, right? Isn't that how like the rest of the set is in the back?
I mean,
Photo.
yeah, the whole
It's
trade.
stylized. The photo is stylized almost exactly the same as the original Legends,
Yeah,
in my mind at least.
even the back of the packaging.
It came with this like postcard, very
That's
nice.
cool.
The receipt is in this like fancy A24 deal. I can't show it because that's my home address on it, but
I think the package looks great. It stands in package. This looks awesome.
without opening it, it's already exceeding my expectations. Like,
Yes.
I did not have high hopes for this being like a very, very nice item.
I hate the way the knees look.
They are terrifying. Yeah, they're really ugly, but
Yeah. You want to unbox this, baby?
let's do it.
All right, it's got a little some twist ties.
Oh no, he's stuck in there. Yeah, I almost ripped him out. Oh man, no logo on the hoodie.
Should he have a logo?
I would assume there's like something.
Probably not for the film. If he did, then yeah, it's probably something that they potentially couldn't even accomplish. So
All right, I can't get out of the twist tie with segment over.
It's not bad, to be honest. Joints are stiff, which is good. I thought it was gonna be like Woody from Toy Story. Yes. The knees I fucking despise. I don't know if you can see them. Just like ugly looking knees.
very ugly.
Ew.
This is
Oh, they float.
cool though.
It's pretty cool though. Soft
I'm definitely
good hoodie.
gonna keep this in my FOMO bin for sure.
Oh man, the arms look rough too with the elbows.
The other crazy thing is I think he was more jacked and tan in this movie.
I would have to say I agree with you there.
Oh, isn't that great? I'm on the Happy Worker website right now. I can already tell that this is
What is it?
It's a very generic toy and collectible thing that you can just send your product to, and they make it for you.
I'm
Look at
impressed.
these
though.
elbows, kind of nasty looking, but I mean,
I'd say that's like, that old Briscoe brother promo. Not very cosmetically pleasing.
I don't hate it.
No, I don't hate it at all. I think it's kind of cool.
I haven't even seen the movie yet, to be honest.
That's crazy to me, dude.
I also haven't seen it.
That's crazy.
If I end up watching it and enjoying this, I have no problem keeping this on my miscellaneous shelf.
I think this is a very unique item, and all things considered, very well done for I'm assuming a one-off. Like, they're not going to keep making movies that's gone, right? Yeah.
Because the movie, it didn't win any, it wasn't even nominated for, Oscars, was it?
No.
I think it missed the timetable. Yeah. The release of it wasn't in the best slot.
Fairly impressed, though.
I'm very impressed. Takes a lot to impress me, and I'm impressed with this. The hands do they pop off the hands?
It feels like they do, but I'm not going to mess with them. This is cool.
Are you guys gonna keep this?
I'm keeping it. I actually have another one mint on card that I'm going to keep almost as like an investment because I know it's not available anymore, right, D?
I think so. I think it is still available.
You think it is?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I thought it sold out, and then I was going to sit on one.
Yeah, this will stay on my. If I enjoy the movie, if I watch it and enjoy it, this will stay on my miscellaneous shelf. If not, I'll cut it. But I think it's cool.
I mean, the movie is similar to superhero adaptations. Once again, it's an adaptation of the Gavano.
Yeah, you have to take your wrestler fan brain and turn it off.
I'm sure Ricky Martin and Missy Hyatt and all the people that saw it firsthand would not agree with the way that they were depicted in the film.
Any civilian friend that I have that seems like, oh my god, did you see that movie? Like that's who it's for, and I understand that.
Yeah.
Anything else for you guys?
I do. I have two things. I guess I'm becoming that guy. I'm so old that both people that I worked with this weekend gifted me things.
Okay.
So first, I'm going to show off this.
I saw this video.
Aaron Rodgers card. Rich Maxwell, where I worked in Iowa. It's crazy. He's a fellow collector, but I've been in the market for an Aaron Rodgers Jets card because I don't have one yet. He gave me this PSA 10 orange wave, numbered to 60, so it's perfect. A rare boy, Aaron Rodgers. I went to the game Thursday night with shout out Salicata and WFAN. I got by the way, my weekend was even longer. I went to the Jets game, then did the triple shot.
Damn, that's cool.
And then this one really blew me away, and I totally forgot that years ago I tried to buy this from Anthony Green, and he shut me down, but he gifted to me quite possibly the most rare wrestling shirt that I have been looking for years. It's the original, no gimmicks needed, Chris Candido ECW shirt. Look at the back. I mean,
that is awesome.
It's
that
unbelievable. That's the Triple Threat logo, the ECW logo on the back. They only made it in XL.
It's a ridiculous thing. Why?
It's unbelievable. So it's something I've been looking for years, dare I say.
Yeah.
And when you do see it, it's at a wild price. So my plan, I don't wear XL, and I thought about this. My two Holy Grail shirts I have now, the Pillman ECW and the Candido ECW, and they were both gifted me by friends in the business. Ref Andre from Creative Pro gave me the other one.
Yep.
It definitely was covered on an episode. And I think what I'm going to do now is they're both XL. They both only came in XL. There's no large to be found. It's not like I'm ever going to wear it. I also don't want to walk around wearing $500 t-shirts. It's insane. Right. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe this week or next week, I'm going to take both of them to Michael's and get them framed up and preserved.
I like that.
Yeah, and be appreciated that way because I can't ever see. I don't wear an XL, and I can't imagine wearing a $500 t-shirt around. What would I do?
Yeah, that's smart. I think that's awesome. Would you?
So that's my plan. So shout out to both of them. Very generous, but it's
very generous.
Man, am I that old guy now that you bring me gifts? and thank me for working with me.
AG sent me the video. So would you put this in the garage?
I think that would be the move. I think I would get them both
That's a lot of
framed up
real
nice.
estate.
That's a lot of real estate.
A lot of real estate.
I know, but I'm picturing you only get you don't get the shirt framed. You get like just the image in a square.
Yep.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick, I got this. I got this comma. I forgot to get it. So
What?
I forgot to get it. So
Didn't you buy that like at like PowerCon?
I guess not because it's not in my collection.
Whoa.
Unless it fell over or some shit. I gotta look.
Dude, I could have sworn you bought that at PowerCon and you said, "Oh, that's the only thing I'm looking for."
Well, speaking of legends, guys, Major Mark, Tommy Sapienza, he hit me up. He said, I found you, IRS. Do you need it? I said, yeah, I do. He's like, oh, there's actually a scuff on it. I'm like, oh, never mind. He's like, they have, there's a warlord, but it's scuffed up, but there's a warrior. I'm like, ugh. I'm like, nah, don't even bother. Like, I do need, it's like, I need the warrior, but I don't really want it. You know, like, I'm not going to make someone go get it for me. If I see it, I'll get it.
Yeah.
Or if someone had the whole set, I'll get it. But then I went to Target when I was in town for GCW, and then, what do you know? They just had him right there on the shelf. Erwin R. Shyster, the IRS. Like, I'm going to get this because he matches the $1 Million Man, but he's too short.
I don't know what to do. Yeah, do I get... I have him in the mail, also courtesy of a Major Mark. I just don't know what to do.
I also got Tugboat. Like, D,
What?
why do I need this Tugboat? What's different about this Tugboat? He does.
The head-
It does
He's
have
got
the accurate head.
choo-choo scan,
Okay.
which the other one didn't have.
Yeah.
All right, so I need the Tugboat, but now, like, I really wish I would have had Tommy pick me up the Warrior. And then I need to get the Warlord and King Booker.
Booker's the only one I don't need, but I don't think... Oh, maybe...
And the Booker has the colored in tattoos.
Oh, really?
On the elbows. And
This is like stressful now with all these re-releases.
It's getting
man.
stressful, but
Yeah.
I appreciate that Mattel's doing it for the new collector.
Right. But when
know,
you
not
don't, when
everyone's
you
like
already
diehards
own
like
it,
us.
it's stressful and you have to make cuts.
Right.
Like even last week when we went off the air, I had all those new ringside ones, and I'm like comparing and figuring out what to do. And then like at the last second, I was like, oh, I don't want to switch out this Road Dogg. The new ringside one doesn't have wrist tape. You know? And I was like, what the heck? So you really got to do your
switch it out.
I'm not.
Yeah, you really got to have them.
You got to really do your research.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of work.
don't really necessarily have to have them in hand. I mean, you can just
Well,
look at the e-commerce photos.
I'd rather
and find out. Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, but like there's certain ones that like are not upgrades. Like I thought, like the natural disasters were not upgrades.
No, yeah, they didn't look better to me.
Yeah.
Or actually, that tugboat's not upgraded because he doesn't have like the, I don't want to say, but the fat arms, right?
Yeah, but he has the right
Yeah.
head.
Yeah, but that head was made for Shockmaster falling through the wall. It wasn't made
It
for
still
tugboat,
works
right?
for tugboat.
I know.
And Brian, you changed your mind on that Road Dogg, right, from last week?
I just said that. Where did you black out?
Yeah, I did.
He must.
Holy shit.
He just ordered another comma on.
I took my headset off. I don't know if I heard that.
But
he
also,
And by the way,
Target-
I did not buy a comma. I said I wanted the comma. They had no commas.
And he just waited a year? Holy
I
smokes.
just forgot.
Oh my God.
I was looking in my thing and I looked at my Nation of Domination. I said, "Where's comma?" Then I realized I didn't have it.
And then at Target also, I picked up this Beetlejuice, NECA
Whoa, what is that?
Beetlejuice.
That
There's also one
carding
in the
is-
traditional black and white. I believe it's at Walmart. But this one's really cool. It's
What is that
It's a
package?
NECA also
Clamshell.
re-released. It's a
That's
NECA
cool.
re-release.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, it's got, I think, new portrait on that. Yeah. But it's
But I don't. But see, I don't have the original one, so for me, it's brand new.
Right.
Yeah.
So, it's a different
So I
boat.
can understand why, Mattel does the legends and the from the vaults.
Yep.
So
Well, you're just sitting on a pile of cash, and it's just like, well, why not take the opportunity, especially with the new release of the sequel? So
Right.
100%. So
Yeah.
I got this really cool figure. I haven't opened it up yet. It comes with some sort of like backdrop. I'm not sure if I'm going to display it with that, but really cool figure. This is not an ultimate, but still looks good
there will be an ultimate.
in this outfit.
No, not in that particular outfit.
Right,
At least yet. Yeah. It's in
Well,
the
yeah, of course.
guide
And I love
outfit.
what NECA does. They give you the outfit that you don't want first because you got to get it. Then they'll do the characters. The
It's the
versions
same thing
of
that Mattel does. It's the same
Of
thing that every
course.
manufacturer does.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
guys,
that's how
the
it
toy
works.
business, bro.
It's,
Not the toy
it's a
friendship.
toy business, not toy friendship. Do you
Well,
pick up
actually,
anything
yes.
good?
Speaking of the toy friendship, I actually got some really sentimental things. So because Dynamite or Collision was close, I was able to load up my car with some figures because I
Get signed?
don't like to check my bags.
Such a wussy.
And I've completely stolen Brian's friend wall. It started with just pictures of figures of Brian and from Matt, and then I got
Okay.
Max, and then I got Kristen, and then I got Niece, and I got Davari. So now I got a wall. So I got a little Max Caster. He's got a little signed message on there.
Ooh. Whoa, he signed not in pink?
I gave him this pen.
Oh, man, he probably wasn't happy about that.
So he actually wrote something nice. I got
That's
Bowen's, and he wrote something nice. And then I got on the chase, I got an Alex Reynolds.
I love that.
And he
On the
wrote
chase
something
is
nice.
cool.
And also, so I got that. I also sent Ethan Page and Danhausen the figures self-addressed, so they'll be sending them back.
Sick.
So I got a full blown wall. I also got the key to the city from Massachusetts.
Is it a
Signed
real
by
key?
Darby?
It's not. I didn't actually get the key to the city. I think because I tweeted that I got the key to the city, I think people believed it.
Right.
But no, I just have the dedication thing. But it's
That's-
the official.
It's an
Pretty
NFT.
What? Yeah,
It's an NFT.
Yes.
Oh boy.
And then last thing, this is really cool. I don't even know if people know about this. Sean RGT85 Long. He's a
Yeah,
YouTuber.
tell me about this, Mark.
Okay, he is a YouTuber. And he at one point had one of the greatest video game collections of all time. And I think he has since sold most of it or all of it. But he has a very well-watched YouTube channel. I think he does wrestling content as well. But he wrote a book about the art of wrestling video games.
Okay.
And it's really cool. I just kind of thumbed through it. But it talks a lot about the animation style of each book, of each game, N64, the covers, the people that are in it, all that stuff. But he asked me if I would write a little bit about my experience with these games. And I said, sure. So I just wrote him what I thought was a couple of paragraphs in a Twitter DM.
I didn't know you were such known for being such a video game N64 guy that you needed for a book.
Well, I've talked about it. He listens to the podcast.
Okay.
So I've talked about how
I mean, Mark talks about video games more than all of us, for sure.
Sure.
I talked about how Royal Rumble is the reason I started watching wrestling. I talked about how much we used to play. So look at this.
There he is.
Whoa.
I thought I wrote
Whoa.
a couple of paragraphs to him.
That looks
Apparently
like a
it
lot more
was-
than a paragraph.
2 whole ass pages.
Wow. You wrote all that?
I wrote all this.
It must have been on a Monday that you wrote that.
But it's a very personal story about my experiences with these video games. I literally mentioned Tim Dooney, who was at the match. Steve Negron's name's in here. So
Negron. Everything's coming up Negron this week.
everything's coming up Negron this week.
Man.
I don't know. It's really cool. You can get this on Amazon, guys. And it's a really cool book. I think you should check it out.
I like the
And-
cover art.
Yeah. Yeah. He did a great job with it. I'm going to read the whole thing this week.
Cool. My last thing was actually sent to me. Did not order it. It's actually under my feet right now.
Uh-oh.
It's the Brian Myers Wrestle Rug.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck
Look, it's literally under my feet. This thing is awesome.
What
I
the
love
fuck
that.
is that?
It's a rug. It's a goddamn carpet. Look,
The Wrestle
Rippy's in the
Rug?
back. It's a Wrestle Rug. Matt from Wrestle Rug sent this to me. It's Wrestle Rugs, WRUGS on Instagram. Check it out. I went down the rabbit hole of looking at his stuff, and there's actually a couple of videos of how he makes them. They're very, very fascinating.
I want a
Some
Law Offices of
cool
Mark
stuff.
Sterling wrestle rug.
I'm gonna invest in an ECW logo. I think actually, I talked to.
I
the
might get
Rams.
one for like you could be used as like a doormat, huh?
Dude, it's unbelievable. It's sick. It's real deal.
Hey, Major
heavyweight.
Marks, would you buy some major pod?
I'm keeping it right under
Wrestle
my feet. So
Rugs.
thanks to Matt at Wrestle Rugs. Check him out. I was
It is currently in trend, so
blown
It is?
away.
yeah, rugs.
Super cool.
Yeah, people making designs illegally, but yeah.
Whatever.
My dog.
They're all
my new
one
dog
of
basically
ones
been
from
shitting
what
on my
from what I
rugs.
watched. They all seem to be one of ones.
That's cool.
Yeah.
D, you get anything good?
I mean, it's nothing wrestling oriented. It's over there and stuff. It's old toy based
You know,
stuff to go with the
I have a
X
question.
Men. Yeah, what's up, man?
What on earth is Batman Day, and why is it Batman Day?
I'm not even quite sure of the significance. I think if I had to guess, it probably goes back to the first publishing date. I mean, I don't really celebrate it.
I know we purposely put out our bonus episode on Batman Day, and I just agreed with it. And then on actual Batman Day, I saw a lot of stuff on social media, and I went, What is Batman Day? What does this even mean?
It doesn't have any tie-in to the 89 picture. I'm pretty sure it's tied to the Detective Comics issue. So.
All right, I have it right here. Batman Day is the annual event organized by DC Entertainment to celebrate and promote Batman. The first Batman Day was July 23rd, 2014. This was the year of the 75th anniversary of the first appearance of Batman in Detective Comics, 1939. The
So
day
they've
was
changed
chosen
it
to coincide
since? That
with
doesn't make any
They
more-
must have changed it. Batman Day.
Weirdos.
Probably so it doesn't fall certain days, I guess, when they do it. It probably works out because they do like tie-in stuff.
Oh, so it's
they did like a
different.
tour and everything for. They probably want it like to fall on a specific day, so they probably change it every year for like the last Friday of whatever. So,
Yes, that's exactly what they do. So the 2014
Yeah.
was July 23rd, and then the rest, it was like the end of September.
yeah, because they did a backlot tour, and then you could watch it on the big screen at the Warner Brothers
Got
thing, Batman '89.
All right.
All right.
Major Marks purchases.
Of the week.
Let's go.
All right, Brian, you're
Oh, man.
influencing people here.
It's a rare boy.
Chris D. Giovanni says, I purchased this Major Pod YouTube channel vlog used Series 5 WWE Squinky signed by Brian as Kurt Hawkins. I've been wanting a loose Kurt Squinky for a while now. That sounds so weird. I want a loose Kurt Squinky. for a
Yeah,
while.
baby.
Now, but when the opportunity came to purchase signed Mint card, I wasn't losing on whatnot. This will look so much better in my collection than a loose Squinky that would probably
Also true.
I would probably lose. Brian says in the vlog, first ever signed Squinky, and then Billy Peck said,
I know.
and he showed us his signed Squinkies
So there's
of
two.
Matt and Brian.
I love it. I absolutely love that.
We got a Grail here.
Whoa,
Cruz
that is cool.
Carde says Grail pickup. I was able to find a 2002 WWF All Access Dudley
That's
Boys
cool.
Matchmakers Relic card with event use tables as the relic. This, in my opinion, has got to be one of the coolest cards because of the table relic. Instead
really
of
cool.
having the typical clothing or mat relics. When I saw it pop up on eBay, I couldn't pass it up. It's a fronter in the collection now, and I couldn't be more happy with the purchase. Absolutely. I like
Yes.
this.
Power
Tom's Wrestling
grip.
Collection. He said,
Hey,
I
that's
picked up-
that same reference shot we've been talking about all episode.
Yep.
Look at that.
I picked up this WWF Power Grip Squirts with Macho King Randy Savage head. Even the packaging on this is wild. I'll definitely let it breathe and make this Macho Man squirt.
Power grip squirts. Not regular squirts. Power grip squirts.
Power Grip Squirts.
Yeah, that's different. Can you replace that grip with the heads of all of them or no?
No, the heads they're bigger.
Okay.
This is great. Joseph James says, these are 4 of the 20 TMNT carded figures I just got signed by Turtles creator Kevin Eastman. He also did a sketch of each character. So stoked to add these and some other rad stuff to my personal collection. That's got to be a lot of money, pal.
That is
Cha-ching.
wild.
Cha-ching.
I mean, those are beautiful pieces, though.
Yeah,
Worth it.
they always do a great job with that.
Man.
Okay. Hey, our pal here, Chris Grillcock.
There it is.
This is cool. I know what this is.
I posted a while back about getting tickets for the exact seats that Kevin Costner and James Earl Jones sat at Fenway Park during filming of Field of Dreams. Well, this weekend I did it, complete with my Go to the Distance shirt. I checked off a cool bit of baseball nostalgia. This field, this game, it's part of our past, Ray. It reminds us of all that once was good. and it could be again. James Earl Jones. Look at that. And he just passed away.
Wow.
That's a really cool thing to do. I've never seen the movie.
Really?
I probably would not like that movie.
Yeah, probably not. Who do you think got this?
Iman.
He's so weird.
Earling Mulligan. I recently saw a Masters of the Universe Origins Kicto figure and thought if there were ever a Masters of the Universe Bo Jackson figure, his head would probably look just like that. Mattel's team seems to have a habit of doing that. Duplio looks just like Cody Rhodes. Koldar looks just like Matt Cardona. Then I remembered how easily Motu figures parts swap and started doing my research. Now, one Motu Kicto, one Motu WWE Sting, one Motu WWE Faker Cena, one Motu Goldberg, one original San Francisco Toymaker Sting baseball bat, some hot water, and a little acetone for Goldberg's ass, and Bo knows Motu.
Holy
It looks
shit.
cool.
I'll give him an A for effort on that.
I want to do, like, we got to do something. I think this would be great for our YouTube channel. Like, vlogging some of these major marks toy rooms.
Yes.
Or offices. Like
Yeah.
what the fuck does Iman's fucking collection look like?
Well,
You know?
at one point, his basement looked like every Major Pod thing, but I think he's changed that. So,
I think we, like... I'm
Like
not
this
saying we
weekend, I could have went to David C. Anderson's house and done one, right?
Yeah, like, I'm not saying we should eliminate fig hunts, but like the one I did at Josh Breezy's house, like that's really
it was one
fun.
of
I
the
think
top.
we should,
It was one of the top vlogs of the year.
yeah, I think we should incorporate that a little more. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
I
down.
100% agree.
Major Marks, reach out if you have a sick collection room.
Every one of them does. All right, last one. Joel Silveria. He said, just started my ECW section not that long ago. Was able to meet Jerry Lynn at Live 20 and just added their Sabu, Lance, Douglas, and Candido. Then finally was able to pick up the rare ECW ringside exclusive CM Punk. Things are just getting started. Pretty cool.
Well, first off,
EC Dub.
that punk does not belong in there, but I appreciate everything else.
Why doesn't it belong?
Because then you might as well put a Matt Cardona figure there.
You
Well,
should.
he's got to get the Matt Cardona. So
You absolutely should.
That's probably next.
WWE ECW does not count.
I think it does.
All right.
That's it.
Yep.
All right, guys, let's go to a little Q&A. All right, guys, welcome to the Q&A. Use the hashtag AskMajorPod. If we answer your question, you will get a little prize. We got some good questions this week.
Well, you both picked this one. Mr. Furley at Cigar Guy PD, he says, have you ever considered making a Major Wrestling Figure Podcast documentary maybe for 10-year anniversary? You could interview Kinnick, the wives, live show guests, and some major marks.
Absolutely. I would love to have something. Like, I actually really wanted something like this done for Creative Pro. I just kind of lost focus and track of, like, getting
There
it
was
done.
one made for the 5-year, right?
Right, but I wanted an even more
Yeah.
in-depth thing and just didn't get it done. But for sure, for 10 years, I think that would be epic. Like for it to be done and released on the 10-year anniversary day. I think that would be...
Man, I almost think that's too far away. I'd want it before.
But what are we celebrating then? Just do it because?
Yeah.
No, I
That
think 10
don't-
years.
I'm not crazy
Bro,
about that.
10 years is too far away.
It does, yeah, but we're going for 1 million
I could be
years, so-
dead.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to be dead. Not going to be dead.
Yeah, there's so much that could be done. You know, so much history, so much footage. Of course, we'd want some confessionals. I think it could be done really, really cool. Hopefully not, you know, like Rise and Fall of ECW or Self-Destruction Ultimate Warrior, but something that has a story, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, we've kind of we put the trailer up on YouTube of that kind of reality show pitch we were pitching, never got off the ground.
That was different. That was more of a, like you said, reality show, though. I want something that, like, documents and, you know, the history.
I mean, no, I definitely agree.
Yeah, I also feel like the 10-year is right on the mark because I don't know. It's not that 5 years ago it was recent, but like a lot of people know a lot of the details. But in 10 years, they might not know. So
Right.
10 years would be a perfect time to do it. And I know a guy that makes
I
documentaries.
feel like
guys.
year one and two, like post like pandemic or pre-pandemic are like two different eras of the pod to me.
Of course.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
And also, by the way, speaking of year one, a lot of people like that idea of that of the vinyl pilot episode.
I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean,
100%
I love that idea too. It's just
Juice has got to be worth the squeeze.
got to be done.
Okay.
Yeah, that too.
All right, my question. This is actually, guys, it's not even for me. It's for you two, but I thought it was really interesting. Chris DG 525 says, if you weren't signed to WWE during your college years, do you think your parents would have eventually had a conversation with you about your career? What was your wrestling game plan before being big game plan for being unsigned after college? So
I think
I know
that's
you
the
guys
really
said that you always knew you would get there, but
Right.
like maybe not right away.
When
I think because Matt and I mean, just I can answer for both of us. We were making we were indie guys in college, and we were making that work. You know, I was going to college and I was wrestling on the weekends. So I think it would be post college where they're like, "What the fuck are you doing with your lives?" kind of thing.
Right. That's
I'm
what.
sure.
Yeah. So after college, yeah, you're 26, maybe. I don't know. You could have been really good on it. Maybe you were making money on indies. Who knows?
I mean,
we're
but
not.
back then, not a lot of guys.
That's
were
true.
even it.
You had to just be in the Ring of Honor. That was the only
Right,
option.
like if you had to have man, even so, like Punk was in Ring of Honor and doing TNA at the same, you know what I mean? Just to it's like wasn't what it is.
Do you think that you would have gotten a job? Even a part-time thing that like a lot of wrestlers
Yeah,
do?
for sure. Whatever. I always tell my students anyway, you got to get a job that will support the wrestling or put up with the hours. That's why the only other job I ever had was being a caddy. I made my own hours. I went when I needed money.
Man,
kinda
my job
perfect.
barely helped me with it. But I was getting in trouble by the end of the year with my PTO time all the time.
One of my students just told me that he was working out at Chipotle and they gave him a lot of shit for taking off to take bookings, and then now he works at Jersey Mike's and they don't care. I'm like, but that's what you got to do. That's what you have to do, you know?
Yeah,
You got to find a place that's either thinks it's cool and they put up with it, or the hours, it doesn't matter and it works itself out.
I guess call it like optimism or being delusional. I just knew it was going to happen.
Well, I mean, I never even thought about it. Same as Matt. I'm answering this very hypothetically, but never even
I
crossed my
did
mind.
tell myself I'll give myself till I'm 30 to make it. But I mean, I fucking got signed when I was 20. So I didn't even have that thought in my head for that long.
right.
You know? But even when Brian and I got to MSG and we did I did the match with Matt Morgan, we were the extras, I thought that was the biggest fucking deal ever. A shadow, you would think it was the main event of WrestleMania. It's this fucking shadow box.
Do you still have that?
It's in my garage, falling apart.
yeah.
I have it, but I don't have it. Where I have the match lineup, my wrist tape, the tights,
Man.
photos from the event, and I got the T-shirt from the you would have thought it was fucking WrestleMania 20 at Madison
Right.
Garden, not fucking squash match on SmackDown.
I thought the same way when I did security for a Brock Lesnar
Of
pull apart in the
course.
garden.
Right.
Because it's all relative, man. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't
and
know.
once
until
you
know.
achieve one goal, you should, in my opinion, you could always be satisfied with what you accomplished, give yourself a pat on the back, but you should always strive for more while being grateful for what you achieved and give yourself a pat on the back. But I think the people who are successful want more as they accomplish each goal.
Yeah,
and
100%.
Brian and I were like that. We tell the story all the time where we were at NYWC and they wanted to split us up, and we're like, what? What are you talking about? We don't want to fight over the interstate championship. We want to we don't want to be in NYWC long enough to be the NYWC world champion.
Yeah.
We want to go, our thing that's going to get us to WWE is us as a team, us looking the same, us, what we got. I don't want to ruin that for fucking NYWC. And no offense to NYWC, but it's
But
we
you
saw
could be the interstate champion, bro.
we saw the bigger picture.
You
And
know,
so
it's
many
crazy.
people don't.
It's crazy because a lot of people don't, and a lot of successful people don't. But I will tell you, the only other person that I know that thought like you guys is MJF.
I mean, Broski and I made We got 8x10s made, which I can't remember anyone else having 8x10s. We had 8x10s. We had promotional DVDs, and we made packets and sent them to promoters, hand mailed them to promoters to like try to get more bookings, like, and be, discovered.
Yeah,
Like we had the gear from like Mr. Wrestling, who made like TNA guys instead of like, Spider was great for a while, but we needed to look more professional.
Right.
So we had to spend more money and get the professional looking gear.
I just think that's really interesting because, and it sparked my memory. And, we're all when Cap announced that world title or the heavyweight championship, we were like, all of us as students were like, man, that's what we want. We want to be the Creative Pro champion, and it's a great honor. Of course it is. But I just remember Max kind of being like, yeah, I'm going to go to Revolver and do this booking for Sami Callihan because it's a hotter indie, or whatever. What's the next step? And he always had that, like, he's going to make it, and what's the path, and send me down that path. Interesting.
Yeah, I just feel like you got to have that that no plan B attitude, and I know that's horrible advice, but I don't know if I would have made it if I had a plan B, because when I was just so determined. And I was so laser focused. It was I was going to class, but drawing my fucking gear logos and shit. Like, I didn't give a fuck. It was just wrestling. How am I going to make it in wrestling? Yeah. And we didn't, Brian and I, listen, let's be honest. Like, we didn't have to struggle, like, working real jobs and then doing the indies of the week. We were in fucking college. Brian, he was a fucking caddy. I was fucking working at a pizza place or a deli or Gold's Gym personal trainer with no clients. Like, we didn't really... struggle, you know what I'm saying? Like, Brian's fucking at college in a fucking dorm. I'm living with my fucking parents. Come on.
Yeah.
So we can't pretend that we had this fucking hard indie life.
Yeah,
but
I and not that this is good advice, but I also got a credit card at a Mets game in 2005 because I wanted the free towel. And I just put anything I needed to do or get, I just put on that card. And I didn't pay that card off completely until like Liz forced me when we were engaged, probably in like 2015. Yeah.
What?
I just had like a lingering like $3,000 to $6,000 on this card at all times and pay a little bit. But fuck it.
I don't condone that.
No, but it worked.
I also had a bad credit card when I was like, whatever the hell, like out of college and not making much money. So I
always pay up my credit card every single month. I have nothing on it.
And now I do, like, for the past 10 years as an adult. But I used to be like, oh, the minimum's $24. That sounds good this month. Yeah.
Fuck. But we say this all the time, like, the perception is reality. And Brian and I, when we did our WWE tryout, like, we fucking shit the bed. But we got signed, and we don't know this for a fact, but I think pretty certain is because we were wearing matching gear. We looked like fucking wrestlers, and they had to sign somebody from the tryout.
Yeah,
what about
think
those
the tryout was
two
a
guys
wash.
in the matching fucking gear who look alike?
We had the no potential there. We had the littlest bit, and I think they threw us a bone. Yeah,
crazy.
Like, I think if we would just showed up in fucking gym clothes or not matching gear, we would have been fucked.
Yeah. No question.
But even when we shit the bed, it wasn't the end of the world for me. I was like, all right, whatever. We got to try when we're fucking 20.
right.
Okay, we got our foot in the door. They know who we are, but
That's true.
we got signed.
All right, Matt's question from Major, Kaizen Major. He says, which match type playset hasn't been done or needs to be redone?
Hasn't been done. I think it's fucking an obvious buried alive.
Yeah.
And I think that could be very fun and done, but is that like...
Yeah, we're not using real dirt here, but
this
there's
is
something
weird
that can
thing
be
just
done.
canceled me. Is that like a canceled concept?
I don't know.
Have they not even like mentioned it or done it recently? Maybe in the
haven't
chat
done
they
it
can
in a
help me.
while,
I could see like in this soft era we're living in, they're like, oh no, you can't bury someone alive. That's killing them. We can't have this pretend wrestling match about that.
Yeah. And that's
But
the
if it
things
were
that-
to be a cool toy set, it would be very cool. And it could work where it could be a modern day thing or it could be used like right with your legends.
I think Jax and maybe Mattel has done some of this stuff, like that Money in the Bank they made, where it's like I think they're missing out on something like that.
They should do that like almost every year, right?
They used to, but not anymore.
I know.
They haven't done the Elimination Chamber in a while. I think stuff like that would be really, really cool. Those cool places.
Obviously, EC Dub entrance I would love still.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're slowly getting more EC Dub products, so.
Yeah. I think the War
it's
Games
not that
is
unrealistic anymore.
The War Games is incredible. Like Hell in a Cell with the new red cell. Is it new? Is it red again? Is it back to gray? I don't even fucking know.
No clue.
Not sure.
I don't know either.
Definitely give us some more playsets for the kids.
Well, dude, just playsets period would be great, right? And I guess it's just in the era we're living in, it's just not cost effective, but.
Yeah. I definitely want a fucking blue cage for the retro ring. That'd be fucking sick.
Yeah, it would.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, great questions.
Let's take her home, boys.
Up next is some good housekeeping. All right, guys. Welcome to Good Housekeeping, youtube.com/@MajorWPod. What are the latest vlogs? What do we got? A live 20 vlog coming?
Oh, yeah, live 20 was this
Me
week.
and Kinnick on a toy hunt is up at Retro Relics.
Yep, that was a great one.
And what about me and Brian? We got that coming up?
That would be next week.
Ooh, so we got some cool stuff in the can.
And we still have me at Lost Toys in the can.
Yeah, and that'll be the week after. And then after that, we're out. So, bingo, bango.
Love it. ProWrestlingTees.com/MajorWPod. A lot of cool stuff up on there. Maybe we should do a Batman Returns shirt where it's us.
Oh my god! Let's mark the
first
penguin.
major shirt. That 1 hour shirt did well.
Nah, I'm Catwoman, dude. Come on.
Come on, I'm Catwoman, dude. All right. Anyway,
No, I guess
going.
we can't. No one's gonna be fucking Catwoman.
And no one wants to be Penguin either.
It should be Lloyd's fucking Penguin.
Yeah.
Shit. Guys.
Well, actually, you should just do one for your group. You, Jimmy, and Steph.
Whoa.
That's the Batman Returns.
Now we're talking.
Fuck. That's a good idea, actually. But guys, Major Pod merch, it's dead. If you missed out, it's over. So Brian and I will have the rest of the inventories on our whatnots, so check that out. But MajorBendies.com, collectamajor.com. Last week, to get your Chronic, to get your Jeremy Padawi, your Mance Warner, and of course the Evergreen Macho Man is in fucking stock.
Which I actually said this talking out loud on my Whatnot show tonight. It's not as evergreen as he said because that packaging will be altered at some point.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so maybe that's incentive to get that.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't want to order it again with different packaging. I'd probably switch it up, right?
No, I think we should just change the packaging and keep the figure the same.
Ooh, like a variant?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I like that.
Well, we gotta.
No, we could switch up the trunks.
I don't think that's too carny, I think.
That's too carny? I think it's carny to fucking just switch the box. We'll discuss.
Well, I feel like because then loose collectors aren't screwed over in it, but whatever.
True.
Internal discussion out loud here on the pod.
Yep. All right, Major Rewind every 2 weeks. Jay George takes you down a trip down memory lane. Check it out. He does a great job on those shows. I listen to him all the time. I think Brian's never listened once. Mark, they're great.
Yes. If he catches me with like a title, I'm like, oh, what's that? And then I'll listen.
Yeah, it's really good. And then every other week we go from the vault. We had the Brody King interview.
Yes, I put the Brody King.
I did see that on the feed, actually.
Great one.
Yeah.
Check that out. Whatnot every Monday. Brian and I are on Whatnot. Mark, are you ever going to return or what?
Yes. When? I don't know.
Okay. That's fair.
Pussy.
Plugs for me. I guess Brian too. TNA this weekend.
Oh, baby. South Carolina. Never been with TNA. I'm excited.
Kakalaki. I will be
Spartanburg.
wrestling Nick Nemeth.
There's a couple big
Internet
major
champion
matches.
versus TNA champion. I don't think the titles are on the line, but I will be there.
I will be taking on Friday night for the first time ever Mike Santana.
Wow.
Never wrestled him before ever. I've barely touched him. It's going to be interesting.
Are his sunglasses going to stay on the whole match?
I think so. I think they're glued on like a Macho Man Hasbro.
I like that.
And then the following night, it's been announced there's a massive 8-man tag. The System taking on the Hardys and ABC. Gonna smack that paint right off Jeff's face, I think.
Very
smack
cool.
that stupid card out of Ace Austin's mouth. So come check us out, man. I'm pumped to be. I love TNA, and I love when TNA comes to new towns. You know,
I love that last venue was incredible.
God, that San Antonio building was unbelievable, and the fans and everything about it.
Well, all I got this week is Grand Slam. If you're listening on Friday, it already happened. Grand Slam is in Arthur Ashe in New York on Wednesday. They're filming Collision there, so the Collision on Saturday will be from Arthur Ashe.
That's a big show.
Yeah, it's a huge show. So I'm driving into New York on Wednesday, probably driving home. And then this weekend, I'm going to the Big E again. Last weekend for the Big E. Can't wait.
Wow, you're so Massachusetts.
I love it.
Well, if you go to Grand Slam, look out for the Creative Pro students in the parking lot handing out flyers to our next 2 shows. Big shows coming out October 6th and October 19th.
Nice.
Very, very cool.
All right, big one. We're out of time.
Wait.
Whoa.
Guys, I got to say this before we go. Matt, after watching that video today,
yeah,
you complete me. You complete me.
Wow.
We're out of time.
I gotta make that a shirt. That was good.
You're already memeing your thing.
Fuck. See ya.
1, 2, 3. I'll be back, Jack.
Join the community at MajorMarks.com and get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes footage, and become a member of the Major family.
You get bonus episodes on our careers, wrestling figure history, and exclusive interviews with our friends and legends in the business each month.
You also get early access to YouTube videos and, of course, the weekly podcast ad-free and breaking news updates.
Brand new shows featuring
Oh, baby.
and you. Each month, you can interview someone in the wrestling business with a Captain's Log.
Also, buy, sell, and trade in our exclusive Facebook community where people have become friends in real life.
Certain memberships include merch like monthly trading cards and quarterly mystery gifts.
Become a Major Mark and join MajorMarks.com today.